am I am here with Tanya of Side Gig Crafts. We are going to be having some fun today. Oh, Tanya, go ahead and turn your volume down
Oh, okay.
because I could hear the feedback. And matter of fact, let me do that on my computer too. Hold on. Bear with us, everybody. We're getting our technical stuff situated here.
Okay, so I know a
Oh,
lot of you
there we
have
go. Okay, I had to do the same on mine. Okay. All right, there we go. Skipping the ad, and there we are. Regina Wallace is here. Hi, Regina. Thank you for being here. So I'm here with Tanya of Side Gig Crafts, and Tanya, say hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
And so this is our first time live together. Before we get into it, though, real quick, I want to say thank you to Claudia at Claudia Angel. 5871 for being part of my flock and joining membership, and also Jesse Journals and Unboxes. So thank you, ladies, for that support. Appreciate it. So now, real quick, I'm going to show what I'm going to do today, and then Tanya, I want you to show what you're going to do today.
Okay.
Okay. So first off, I wanted to share with you guys this notebook that I found on clearance. And this is going to be the cover of my Farmhouse journal, which is actually going to be a Home Sweet Home journal. So that's the cover. I'm working with that. And then this is my printable kit. So I want to show this to you guys real quick. I know that you can't see the page all the way, but you can see most of it. So I'm going to flip through these. This is the printable, and it is simply called Farmhouse. So I'm going to go through these real quick. This is available in my Etsy shop, of course. Tanya, do you make digitals?
My computer is down right now, so I can't print anything. Oh, do I create them? No, not yet. I'd like to.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, gotcha. It was a dream of mine to someday be able to do that, and I had been thinking about it since the 1980s, and just so glad that I'm finally able to do it, because it is, I find it to be a lot of fun. I find it to be very relaxing and just a lot of fun. So I enjoy making them.
And you do a great job. I've
Thank
enjoyed
you.
playing with some a little bit here and there, but my computer crashed, so I don't have a way to do it right now.
Yeah, that makes it hard. Okay, I'm
It
going to show
does.
the tags. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to show the tags real quick. I cut these out this morning. Oh, and just so everybody knows, most of the tags I printed out on 120. A few of them are printed on 110. And I got to tell you, I don't know if you know this, Tanya. You might be a paper expert, but the difference between 20 and 10, 120 and 110 is huge. Like, for example, this is a 110. Look at the width of it. Like, you can literally see it. No, this
Oh,
is a
wow.
120, and then this is a 110, and it's so much more flimsy. Like, and this one is like stiff. So it was a huge difference. I was glad I took a chance and bought the 120. It was totally worth it. So these are some of the cut aparts in the kit. Sorry, Tanya, I'll be done in just a sec.
You're fine. You take your
I wanna
time.
show what I got going on here, because this is my first time playing with this particular kit that I made, and I'm so excited. I'm trying to do that more often. I'm trying to use the things that I make more,
For sure.
So we're
Those are
almost
cute.
there. Thank you. Thank you. I really like this kit. I think it's so pretty, and I think it's, whoops, I thought that was two of them. Oh, and these can be used as belly bands or down the side of a page or whatever. So, and there it is. There it is. I think I've shown it to you in full. Okay, Tanya, what are you working with today?
Well, I'm going to use this. Hi, guys. This yearbook cover that I got at a vintage bookstore. And I'm going to cut this in half and make a journal cover out of it. I also got this in a vintage haul that I did. It's an old photo, or not photo, but art piece. I love it.
That's beautiful.
And I had put this all on my desk, not on purpose, but put it all on my desk together.
Yeah.
Because I got it from this vintage, and I was like, this is a perfect journal. Look at this.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
Isn't that fun?
Yes, I love it.
So I'm super excited. I want to just start this journal. I'm also doing I'm going to be doing a series on Lapbook with this game Monopoly board coming up.
Nice.
So something to kind of, shout out about. I did a notebook the other day for the letter N. for the collaboration that Tony and Margaret at Seven Plaza and Crafty by Tony are doing.
Oh, yeah,
And so
yeah.
I've been participating in that all month. So I started with this notebook that's going to fit into this lap book. And
Okay.
it's just going to be a game theme. So
Oh, I
that's
love
something
it.
that's coming up that I've been working on.
I love
And
that.
super excited to get that put together. But today I'm working on this beauty.
Love it. How fun is that? That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, it's going to be gorgeous.
Thank you. I think it's good. I think it is too. I didn't purchase these items intentionally to put them together, but when I saw them sitting on my desk, I didn't see how they couldn't go together. They just need
Yeah.
to. They just need to be.
Yeah, it was meant to be. I love it when that happens, when you buy something here, you buy something there, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, this would be great in this project together.
Yes. Well, the
I love
funny thing is
that.
that I purchased from this lady all the time.
Okay.
She is on Facebook. If you guys are interested, she's on Facebook, and her site is Redeemable Junk Journal Sales, and it's a private group, but just answer the question, she'll let you in. She basically has all the ephemera and the vintage and antique stuff that we use, like
Okay.
letters and
Oh,
cards
wow.
and photos and just random stuff that she gets from places. And
Oh,
you can just tell her, hey, that's what I want, and you just got to beat the other person that wants it too. Um
right.
and
That's
it's yours.
awesome.
So she's just comes up with some of the most interesting things, and so those were some of the things I bought in that particular box,
That's
and it
fantastic.
just worked out. It was awesome.
That's so good. I love that. I think that's just great. We are getting love bombed with hearts, and I love it, you guys.
I love
I, I
that.
love seeing it. That's so adorable. So whoever's tapping the heart button, keep it going, baby.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna help you out. There you go. I'm love bombing you guys. That's my in return to you.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, so if you guys don't know Tanya, you probably do, but go check out her channel. Make sure you give her some crafty love. That'd be fantastic. So
Oh,
the
for
first thing
sure.
I would like to do real quick is I think I might make some tags today, but I think before I get into the tags, I might go ahead and uh, pop some holes in these and then put them in here and make sure the fit is correct. So we're going to play with that for just a second, just to make sure I'm on the right track. And what was I going to say about that? I have no idea. Oh, yeah. I was going to tell you guys. All of these, I printed my kit back to back. And I printed these on the 110. So it's not just paper, it's thicker. And I did that because it's going to be a ring bound. So I wanted it to be strong and hold up. And also, before I get into that, I'm thinking the best way to do this is sort of maybe create a template of where my holes should go. Tanya, have you done ring bound before?
I've done them a few times.
You have.
I have.
And how far in did you staple your holes? Did you go like half an inch? I mean, I know it depends on the rings, but I'm sort of thinking maybe half an inch.
That's probably a good safe bet.
Okay.
Because a quarter of an inch, I would be still concerned about some tearing out.
Agreed.
Maybe with some circle reinforcements, because if you put a half an inch, you could put a circle reinforcer on it, and it would still leave room between that reinforcer and your ring too. I
That's a
think
good
you'd have
idea. Yes.
plenty of room there.
Okay. I got to show this to you guys. This is the cool. Well, I want to show you two things. I purchased this. This is for being able to properly and precisely put holes in your pages for your journals that you're hand sewing together. And I love this
Nice.
tool, just so you know. And then prior to purchasing that, I had purchased this, and this is a seed sewer actually. But I bought it because it's got these perfectly spaced holes in it. And I think I'll use this today. They're not perfect for these, but that's okay. I can do one, but I can get a pen down in there and then mark these where I need the hole to go. So I'm thinking I'll use this, but I just wanted to share this with you guys because I love this tool. I actually got it on Temu. It only cost a few bucks, and it has made sewing signatures into journals so easy and so beautiful. Like, they're not wonky at all. They are precision, and I love that. Love that.
That's a great tool.
It really is, and it wasn't expensive, so that was kind of nice. All right, so I'm going to do my best here to make sure I'm in camera, first of all. And so actually, ladies, I'm sorry, me and Tanya are just yakety yakking to each other, but I wanted to ask you guys. First of all, how's your weather? My AC is on today. It's hot. It's 90 today. So I want to know about your weather, and then I want to know about your activities today and for the weekend. So let us know what you've got going on. You guys know I love to know what's happening.
I'm same
So,
with weather. It's warm here. I've got my air on.
and where are you?
In Alabama.
Yeah, so you're warm. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We had warmed up and then it cooled. Gosh darn, I'm trying to hold this paper in the right spot here. We had warmed up and then it cooled and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what a treat." In April that just doesn't happen.
Right?
And oh yeah, so I was like, this is fantastic. That was kind of nice. Tony says she's a little chilly in Boise, Idaho. Send some of that chill down here.
Right.
I would love it. And then she says she's getting ready for the halfway to Halloween embellishment challenge. Oh, that you're hosting. Is it open, Tony? Do let us know. Let us know if it's open. That would be kind of fun because it's the different time of year for that. Let me make sure I'm doing these right. Okay. And yeah, let us know if that's open or what. That'd be great to know. All right, so I'm hoping I'm going to do this first page and hope that it comes out right. If it doesn't, I can always reprint this and, do it over. No big deal.
I have a funny story to share.
I want to hear it. Everybody want to hear. Oh, Bex, hold on. Let me read Bex's weather and then get
Yes,
on
of
your
course.
story. So she says 79 degrees. Oh, that's pretty warm, Bex. I mean, it's nice. It's nicer than where I am, and then windy and cloudy. Oh, perfect for your walk that you're doing right now. Oh, thank you for joining us on your walk. Okay,
Open to
Tony
anyone.
says her thing is open. Very nice. Good to know. Okay. All
Awesome.
right. Tanya, tell us your story. I'm loving it. What do
Okay,
you got?
first you got to know that somehow I got hooked into a channel on YouTube
Okay.
that is about this guy's house that is haunted.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know. I was binge watching him and thinking, "Oh my gosh, this poor guy. He got this castle piece, he brought it back to his house, and now he's having all these things happen."
Oh my gosh.
Okay. And I didn't realize he was an actual ghost hunter. So I tend to
Oh.
not go after and watch the ghost hunters. Long story, but it just it didn't sit right with me.
Okay, sure.
So but I thought he's just a regular dude and he brought home this artifact that I don't know how he got it. I didn't get to that part.
Okay.
But I thought, he just brought this thing home and now he's having all these challenges at his house. And it was I mean, it seems pretty real to me. And
Wow.
if he's faking it, he's doing a really good job. But anyways,
That's wild.
isn't it wild? But okay, so here's the thing. I decided, you know what? I'm getting a little too involved in this, getting a little too wrapped up. It's not doing my heart, my brain, my psyche very good. I need to
Right.
get out of stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
So, sometimes you find these channels that, they seem like they're doing something for you and you're enjoying it, but then you realize, wait a minute, this is not the way my brain needs to go.
Right. Absolutely. I totally agree with
Yeah,
that.
and sometimes you just got to drop them and move on. So,
Yes.
and that's what I did. But the other day, I was just having a nice day at home and I opened all the windows and pulled up the blinds, which I almost never do because anyways, I don't.
Okay.
And because when I see the dirty yard, I need to go out and do yard work and I don't have
Yes.
time for that. So I just,
I get it.
I just hide in my house and do crafts. So, and I'm perfectly happy with that. Thank you very much.
Right, right.
Not asking to change. But anyways, I went into the bathroom in the middle of the night and there is a Japanese maple outside my window.
Okay.
And it's a very young one, but it comes and my window's on the second story. So it's a very young one, but it still reaches up that high. And I see these two green lights in my direction.
No.
Straight outside my bedroom window, I swear.
No.
And I'm like, what in the world?
Oh my gosh.
My brain went straight to dude with the castle.
Right, of course it did. Right.
I'm like, this is not okay.
Right. Right.
Or it's either that or the neighbors put cameras in my tree, right?
Oh,
I'm
right,
thinking
right.
something's wrong. This is
Yeah.
not how this should be. And
Yes.
so I'm freaking out. And I stared out the window for a good half hour trying to figure it out. Or I thought, I'm just going to go back to sleep. I'm going to figure this out in the morning. This is not something I need to worry about in the middle of the night.
Right, right.
But I couldn't go back to sleep.
Right.
I had you at haunting back.
Yeah. I read that too.
Awesome. So I went back to bed and I thought I can't go back to sleep. I just can't. And so I started researching. I'm like, what could be glowing in my tree? I swear it's only two lights far enough apart to be an adult's eyeballs. Let's just say.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm thinking maybe there's a reptile that it could be, or something. There's an explanation for this. There's a real explanation for this. There has to be.
Right.
So I'm looking for it. Well, it could be a fungal thing in a tree, but that's usually in a dead tree, and this tree is very much living, so it can't be that.
Okay.
It could be bugs of some sort, but they don't move, so what the heck? No, it's got to be the neighbors. They must have put a camera in my tree.
Oh my gosh.
They didn't, Jovi.
Right. Well, no, I would imagine they wouldn't.
They didn't. My neighbor, they don't want to see in my bathroom window. Okay?
Right.
There is nothing here for them to see, I promise.
Right.
And I could not figure it out for the life of me. And it took me a couple days. And I went back. That you guys want to know what happened? You want to know what it was?
Yes.
Commercial break. Just kidding. So the next night I thought, you know what? I'm going to look and see if it's still there. Sure as heck, it's still there.
Okay.
Those lights are there.
Okay.
Like, this is just not cool.
Right.
This is not cool. Something's going on because I couldn't see anything during the daytime.
Right.
But the lights were there again.
Okay.
Well, I figured it out.
Okay.
Those light sockets, the electrical outlets that you have in your, kitchen that have the little green light on them?
Yes. It was reflecting.
Yes. I felt so stupid. It was reflecting. I finally stood in front of it. I'm like, oh my Lord, this is so embarrassing.
So funny.
Isn't that funny? I just have to laugh at myself. I thought, okay, that's one more reason why I should not be watching those shows.
Right, exactly. Oh,
because that's where my brain went. Really?
Yeah, that's really it. Your brain ran away with you. I'll tell you that on that. That's so
right.
funny.
And in the middle of the night and everything, it was crazy.
Oh my
Hi, Susan.
Gosh.
Yeah,
that's really funny. That's really funny.
But
so let me get caught up on comments real quick. Regina says it's 80 to 85 in Alabama. She's been crafting all morning, but she's getting ready to start cleaning. We'll take us with you when you start cleaning. We'll keep you entertained. And then Tony says she's got a video up about her collab. That's awesome. And Kat is here. Hi, Kat. Welcome. She says it's supposed to be 72. Oh, beautiful. Oh, my goodness. Warmest day of the week, mid-60s for the week coming. That sounds fantastic. And then Susan, I totally love it's here. Hi, Susan. Nice to have you. Appreciate it. So we are caught up on comments. Just want to make sure we said hi to everybody and all that good stuff. So, well, that's really funny, Tanya.
Can we go back to Regina and ask her, where in Alabama are you, Regina? Are you my neighbor?
Yeah, find out. Yeah, Regina, if you're still here with us, let us know because Tanya also lives in Alabama.
I'm about 30 minutes south of Birmingham.
Nice. And I wanted to ask you guys, is the hole puncher too loud? It's not that far from my phone. I don't want it to be like extremely obnoxious. So let me know if it's just too loud and I will move it away from the camera, or I can always do these holes later. I mean, really, I don't have to do them all now. But yeah, let's not do them all now. Let's work with what we have and let's start putting some pockets on these pages. So these are fitting so far, so I can take them out and play with them now. That's what we'll do. We'll do some pockets and things like that. Sounds like a good plan to me. We'll get that out of the way here. She lives in Athens, Tanya.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not exactly sure where Athens is, but I think that's fairly close.
Oh, wow. Maybe you guys could do a crafty meet. That would be awesome.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe without the haunted stuff.
Yeah. That's
Apparently,
so
I shouldn't be looking
funny.
at that stuff.
Yeah, no, it's too much. It's making your brain run away.
Especially when I'm not sleeping well at night, you know.
Yeah, no, that's not good. That's not good. I am careful about what I watch typically because I have enough going on in my life. I don't need added stress. I don't need
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And it can be,
Oh yeah, totally. Yep, absolutely. So I was thinking I could use some of these small pieces as pockets if I find one that is correct for this page. They're pretty cute. Let's see. This one I like, and it goes real pretty with this page. Let's use this for a small upper pocket. I think that'll work real nice.
Regina, you said it's near Huntsville and Decatur. That's Huntsville's about an hour and a half from me, so we're pretty close.
Wow, not bad.
I know. We should connect and do some crafty meeting.
Yeah, that would be so cool. Really fun. I love meeting up with crafty friends.
Me too. I haven't had the opportunity much yet to meet with YouTubers, but
It's so fun. I've been able to do it several times. I met Lori of Enchanted Dreams. Of course,
nice.
Annie of Annie Creates, Crafty Sue 519, Melissa Davis. Who else? Was there anybody else? I'm
You
not
had like a
sure.
whole gathering where you met several, didn't you?
Oh yeah, it was Crystal. Yes, yes, we did. There was like 4 of us that met. It was great.
I know. I
So
need to figure out how
fun.
far you are from me.
Yeah, let's see. Well, I'm Clearwater, Florida, so Alabama. It's like 4 hours to Tallahassee, and then Alabama's not even that far from there, actually.
No.
So if I'm ever up that way, I'll definitely let you know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Let's see. This page. Let's see. Let me see if I can do a bottom pocket on this one.
I was
See what
just
we have.
before our call. I was talking to my daughter in New Orleans about hopefully connecting soon too.
Oh,
I got to
that
get
would
up
be
there
nice.
and get my computer back.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
That's where my computer is.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
But I was
So
at the
your
doctor
daughter, she lives in New Orleans. Has she lived there for a while?
about a year, I think.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's been a minute.
Was it hard for you when she moved away?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my kids is still in California. That's where we came from, and he stayed there. He's got a
Okay.
life there, and
Okay.
he's 30 something now. I'd have to stop and do the math, and I just can't.
Right.
Um, and just had a birthday, so add that on top. And then the other one is still here in Birmingham. One of them, my other daughter is here in Birmingham still, about
Okay.
an hour away. I think she was going to move, and I'm not exactly sure where she's moving. So it's local.
Okay.
It's local, but she's around here somewhere. I don't know.
Okay, nice.
And then Josie is in New Orleans.
You
So
have 4 do you have 4 kids or 3?
3.
3, okay, okay. Wow, very nice. I have
So
3 also.
how old are yours?
So Andrew's 26. Oh, hold on, we have to say hi to Jessie. Hi, Jessie. So nice to have you here with us. Appreciate that. Oh, and Regina said that's where her dad was from. That's so cool.
From where hi Jesse. Regina, where is your dad from? From New Orleans?
There's usually a delay too. It'll take her a sec to get
Oh
back.
yeah.
So yeah, my kids are Andrew just turned 30. He's my oldest. And then Brandon is 25. And then Amanda's 23. She'll be 24 in August. So they are well into adulthood now, and it's crazy.
How is that possible? How do
I
you
know. It's like, how does that
New
happen?
Orleans. Okay.
Oh
I
man.
went to the doctor today, speaking of aging and not realizing it, and our kids being as old as they are, being that they're, still babies, but still.
Right.
Um I had to get some x-rays done today,
Okay.
and the dude that was doing my x-rays wasn't thinking. Okay. He
Okay.
wasn't thinking. Guys, I'm
Okay.
54. Okay. And I'll do the math for you. I'm 54. I've been telling people I've been 53 for 2 years, and I just realized a couple of weeks ago that I'm actually 54.
Yeah, that's funny. But
Yeah,
but I like just stay with the younger age. It's fine.
I like it. But
Yes.
he asked me before he did the x-ray, he goes, "Is there any chance you could be pregnant?" Oh,
Oh.
sorry. I'm like, "Hey, no judgment here. It's all good."
Right.
I'm not mad at you.
Right, right.
I mean,
That's so funny.
I guess
Oh
it's not
man.
impossible, but kind of.
Yeah.
Menopause done hit and left. It's
Yeah,
gone. I
exactly.
mean,
Same. Yes.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
probably not pregnant, no. But
Right.
thanks
Yeah,
for
the chances
asking.
are pretty low.
Yeah, I appreciate you asking because
Right.
that means you
It's
had to
it's
think about
for
it.
us, it's like getting carded all over again.
It's a compliment.
That's so funny.
Nobody wants a piece of this. Just like my neighbors didn't put a camera in my window.
Right. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's great. Good stuff. Well, we'll take what we can get, right?
Absolutely. Please card me.
Where did my little papers with the holes go? Hold on. Oh, here they are. Here they are. Okay, I'm trying
I
to
don't
just do some like little, like this one. I just did a little side pocket there, and then this one I did a little lower pocket, and then this one I did an upper pocket. So I'm just going through and real quick, putting some pockets in. And I don't want this journal to be super wide because it is ring bound, so there's only so much control I have as far as the space that we have.
for sure.
So yeah, like a page like this can be written on. I probably shouldn't have put a pocket on the other one, but that's okay. It's done now. But I'll leave this one blank. I think I might leave this one blank too. Oh, I could do a little side tuck right here. I'll do a little side tuck. Okay.
Oh, I saw a video. Okay, you guys, here's some helpful hints. If you are creating journals and you
Okay.
need a box for anything, or if you have a envelope punch, do you have an envelope punch, Jovi?
I do not.
Okay,
I use my
well,
Cricut for envelopes.
oh my goodness, I highly recommend getting a punch.
Really?
Oh, I love that thing. It has made my life. What is all this gunk in here? It has made my life so much easier when it comes to card making and stuff, and just envelopes for my
Really?
journals.
I love
Um,
that.
but here's the thing with your envelope punch, there's only so many measurements that you can put on there.
Mm-hmm.
Now your Cricut, maybe your Cricut, you can set it up that way, and maybe you don't need it for this. But here's the really cool thing: there's an app that it was Stace that posted it,
Okay.
and it's called Envelope Punchboard Calculator, I believe.
Okay.
And it's 99 cents on the app is 99 cents. I thought
Okay.
with what she showed me, I thought, ooh, this is well worth my 99 cents. I will
Right.
pay it. So she posted it on her video yesterday,
Okay.
and she made a box with the envelope punch board. It gives you the measurements for any size card you make.
Okay.
It'll give you the measurements for the envelope and or a box. So
Oh, I
like
like that.
So maybe I have an envelope or a card that doesn't fit the punch board measurements, because you know how they
Mm-hmm.
have it. Well, you might not if you don't have one. Let me show you mine really quick because it's right here.
Okay.
It shows all the. Can you see it? Well, I'm waiting for the delay, so I can't
Yes,
see where
there's
it's
a
at.
little delay, so hang tight.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. Oh yeah.
So it
Okay.
has all the measurements for the cards, but they're not all on there. So you might get something that fits in between, and you just kind of have to figure it out. But with that, you
Gotcha.
can actually put them in and then use your punch board to make a box and or an envelope with those measurements. So it's really, really cool. It does the calculations for you.
I like that.
Yes. And I'm super excited about it. I'm going to probably do a video. Well, I'm thinking about, I have to do a video today later on with the letter P. And I was
Okay.
thinking pockets and punch boards.
There
Why
you
not?
go.
So I'm hoping to post a video about that to later. I hope Stace doesn't mind, but I don't think she will.
Right.
And it's just a really, really cool tool that she showed everybody yesterday. It's like,
Yeah, it's
oh,
pretty neat.
I love it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's one of my products that I definitely recommend for your craft room.
Okay.
If you
I
have
like
another
that.
way, maybe your Cricut, like I said, maybe your Cricut does your calculations for you that way, in which
It
case,
does. The Cricut's pretty cool because you pick an envelope and then you can size it. You can drag the corners
nice.
and it'll, make it 2 inches by 3 or 17 by whatever. You know what I'm
Yeah, for
saying?
sure.
So, which is very nice. Um, I do like my Cricut. I don't use it enough, but I will use it more because I'm also thinking I might be able to do some fun little things for the dollhouse on it.
Yes, I bet you will. I forgot about your
Yeah.
dollhouse. How's that coming along?
Oh my gosh, I love first of all, let me just say I love it so much that it's just I'm in love with it actually. I'm having a
That's
love
great.
affair with it. So yeah, it just brings me so much joy. And it's coming along. I still have I'm turning around to look at it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms still that I need to do in it.
What?
Yeah, and the other I've only completed 2 rooms, and they're actually only the bathroom's 100% complete. The kitchen's I still need to paint. Oh, here well, this is my old vintage refrigerator. I need to paint this white to match my new white kitchen that I have.
Uh-huh.
So I need to get that done, and I need to hang a curtain in the window, and then that room will be done.
Nice.
I know, it's so fun. Oh my gosh, speaking of, where are they? Hold on. I bought something at Hobby Lobby last night for the dollhouse. It's hysterical. But where is it? Hold on, hold down the fort. Let me go
Sure,
find it.
absolutely.
Here it is. Here it is. Okay. I bought 2 things. Okay, first of all, Hobby Lobby's dollhouse inventory has changed and it's gotten bigger, and I'm very
What?
excited about that.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
but
they have some nice things.
oh, they have some real nice things. Check out this. I'm going to hold it up close, and this is a doormat. Hold on, there goes the delay. Oh, let me hold it so it's not shiny. It says, "Please hide packages from husband."
That's perfect.
Bex says she's obsessed with my dollhouse. Thank you, Bex.
Oh,
And
that's
then
darling.
I'm going to cut this out so that it's not in the plastic so you can see it. But this is an actual framed picture. And I can leave the butterflies, or depending on the room I'm putting this in, I can go ahead and shrink down a piece of my own art and pop it in the frame. But isn't that nice? I mean, it's a lovely frame.
It's adorable.
Yeah. So I'm just I it just, like I said, brings me so much joy, and it just makes me happy. So because I always wanted one as a kid,
Yeah,
and I never had one, and so now I do.
that's awesome. I had
Yeah.
started doing the miniatures and stuff with clay and some of that stuff, but I just kind of fell away from it.
Yeah.
It was bringing me more stress than joy. It just my brain was just too working too much.
Yes. Then that's when you walked away, and that's what you got to do. That was smart.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't think this is the time for me.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I have never played with the polymer clays to make my own little things, but I might dabble because, if I want something specific, I maybe don't, if you order it from a store, you maybe get, 15 of something. I don't want 15 of something. I only need a few, what I'm
Right, right. Do you know what
saying?
scale you're doing?
Yes, I'm 1/12.
112. Okay. I
Yeah.
started making my mom some furniture that was like out of sticks and different like popsicle sticks and things to be similar to stuff that my dad, who is actually a carpenter,
Okay.
has made for us kids throughout the years. So I was
Oh,
kind of making
nice.
her a little room. And then they
Oh,
have these very distinct clay tiles in their living room.
okay.
And so I made some of those with clay to
Oh,
go
cool.
into it. I mean, I was just trying to make some fun things that would create a little room for her that she would enjoy. And, um,
Yeah.
but
That's
life,
awesome.
but life,
Yes. Yes. But life is
but
correct.
life.
Life
So
does
I
get in the way.
stopped. Yeah. And so I went back to my paper stuff and I said, you know what, this actually is just more fitting for me right now in this time.
Right. And I think that's right. I think there's a time and a place for us with all of our little things that we do. And,
Absolutely.
you know,
It's so
so,
fun though.
oh, it is. It's so fun. Yeah. I really do live vicariously through my dollhouse, and it's a space I can keep clean. Like my regular house, I just don't feel like I can. And so it's just my space. It's my little house, and It's just such a little fantasy world, and I love it so much.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
I
It's
do
my
too.
little
I hope to get
escape.
back to it one at some point.
Yeah. Now,
I've
did you see the I did a short with where I made turned a lunchbox into a backyard.
No, I did not see that. I'm gonna have to go back and look.
Yeah, you'll have to check it out. I made it for my sister because she doesn't have time for a dollhouse. But I was like, oh my gosh, but she could totally play with this. So I got her all these little accessories. I did a little short on it, and I haven't given it to her yet. I'll be giving it to her in May when I go up to see her. Her son is graduating from college, so I'll go up for that. But, it's super cute. It's got, like, a little grill, and it's got the chairs and a little lantern. It's super cute. Alright,
Oh
we
my
have some
gosh.
comments. We've got, Tony's Magical Arts and Crafts says she prefers a 1/24 scale. That must be much tinier. And then oh, hi, Eve. How are you? Eve Ara is here.
Hi,
She says,
Eve.
"Watching while she's crafting." Thank you for coming and watching while you're crafting. We love that. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, the backyard lunchbox is super cute. And then the other thing I want to do miniature, I bought a lantern because I've seen people do really cool stuff with lanterns. So I want to do something, a little miniature scene in there. And then just so you guys know, I put this paper on here. I thought it's light enough to write on, and the daisies over top. And then I also want to do a book. I want to alter. Have you seen the books that they create like a little scene, like a library scene in the book? So the book stands like, do I
Yes.
have the book? You've seen it. Okay.
Oh
And
yeah.
my friend Marie did one, and I was like, oh, I gotta do one. So that's on the list. That's on the list. I'm obsessed with miniatures now. It's taken over my mind.
So what got me excited about it is I saw a vintage travel case, like a little suitcase,
Oh
the ones you'd
yeah.
put makeup in,
Yeah. Oh yes.
one of those, and it had a complete dollhouse inside of it
Oh my gosh.
with carpets and furniture. Oh, it's
I have one of those
beautiful.
travel cases. I might need to, yeah. I have a red one. It was my grandmother's. Yeah.
Wow. I'll have to
I'm
see if I can find a picture of the one. I had it in my favorites book on my phone forever.
Oh, you did.
I
Yeah,
did.
that's cute. And then have you seen the miniature trains in the suitcases? So they get a full-size suitcase from the 50s, whatever, old.
Sure.
And then they open it up, and inside is this whole thing and this train that goes around. They're fascinating. Yeah, they're great. I'm going to
That's
turn this into a
amazing.
tag, guys, just so y'all know. I'm going to cut this into tags too. But
Right,
yeah.
Eve? That would be so fun.
Yeah, library scene. Yes. Yes. I think I'm definitely doing that. Gonna have to do that. Okay, when I printed this piece, this is one of the background pieces from the kit. When I printed it, it's a long story, but let's just say that two pieces of paper went through the printer at the same time. So I had to cut this one short because some of the print didn't get on it, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so this page is not the right size. So I'm finagling what I want to do here. Yeah, I'm going to take a couple inches off. And then we can just use this couple inches that I'm taking off as like a belly band or something like that.
I think Bex is encouraging our hoarding situations.
Oh yeah.
She said we can have so many more of the miniatures than we can of the real life sized ones.
That's exactly right. That's the whole thing. You can.
You
And
can.
it's dangerous, but I love the danger. I love
I'm
it.
with you on that.
I'm like addicted, and it's fantastic. I could be addicted to way worse things.
Right.
You know.
I mean, we could be sitting out there doing drugs or something crazy. I mean,
Exactly.
we're not.
Right. Right.
We're not making babies in our 50s. Thank you
Right.
very much.
Exactly.
Not a chance.
Definitely way cheaper to do a dollhouse than raise a kid. That's for
Right.
sure. I have to
They,
send my dollhouse to college.
right. Besides, they might want our dollhouse and we're not giving it up.
Oh no, I am not giving that thing up. I'll put it in my will, and they can have it after I'm dead.
They can fight over it.
Oh my gosh. Now this one that I bought, I got it on Facebook Marketplace, so it was already assembled, which for me, being a new miniaturist,
It's
um,
perfect.
it
Yeah.
was great. I could just dive into the fun part, right? But now that I'm putting this one together and adding lighting, I'm like, okay, I'm definitely going to do one from scratch one day because I would pre-do my wallpaper. I would pre-do my lighting. There was a lot of things that I would do because now I'm sort of stuck with the structure as is. But I would
Sure.
build all that in. I'd add the molding. It's so much easier to add the molding before you put the walls in than after, that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
but I love it. I'm not complaining, believe you me.
It
I love
sounds
that thing.
awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's great
All
fun.
right, I need all your expert opinions. Is this where this beadwork needs to go, right here on the spine?
Oh, that's pretty. I like that. I like, my vote is
Yeah. And then I'm thinking that's going to go there. And then this I'm going to have to build up onto like a little plaque of some sort.
Right. Okay.
And then I'm
Okay.
thinking there's going to be something decorative around here.
Okay. That's looking so gorgeous. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
What, like maybe a piece of old jewelry or something, or not an embroidery piece, but like from a wedding dress, like a applique. About that.
oh
That would be
yeah.
pretty. Yeah.
Or I
And
was
then
even thinking some sort of flowers or something that would mimic what she's got in her hair, and
that would be nice.
maybe a piece of this added into it, or some of the stones.
Yeah. That would be so nice. Super
Eve says
nice.
yes. On the spine is perfect. Thank Bex. On the
Yeah.
spine, Jess
Super
says
nice.
yes. Okay, well, I mean, that's pretty blatantly yes.
Yep.
I'd say that's a resounding yes.
Eve says exactly. No babies, please.
Right? Nobody wants that. Maybe a grandbaby we can send home, right?
Right. There you go. There you go.
But I
Yeah.
ain't making any more. Thank you very much. This oven is no
Yeah.
buns here.
This bakery is closed.
This bakery is closed forever.
Oh, it's funny. Oh, goodness. All right, so I just figured I'd cut all the background sheets so I can just make some tags. I figured I would just do that. I'll probably have too many tags for this journal, but that's okay because I might end up doing this ring-bound farmhouse journal and then also another one because I want to use up my kit, and then I have a scrapbook pack that's called, what's it called? It's called Farmhouse Market, and it's super adorable. So I might just do two of them,
Did you make that one too?
What? No, I didn't. No. That was one that it's a Cartabella, I think. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Their stuff is gorgeous,
Oh yeah.
So I like to blend my kits with store-bought scrapbook paper, and that way I get to use up my scrapbook paper, and it's fun.
For
All
sure.
right. So what do we want to do here? Let's make some pretty tags.
Bex is gonna leave us. I'm so glad you were able to stop by, Bex.
Yeah,
Thank
me
you.
too, Bex. Thank you so much for coming over. And I hope you have a really, really wonderful weekend. I hope you
Happy
get to be
Easter.
selfish and do something you love. Yes, happy Easter. Can you guys believe that we're in the middle of April? Like, what
No.
in the world? I can't even, honestly. I'm going to turn this tag into a tag with a belly band. So I'm holding this here so I can trim the bottom off, and then I'll glue it. Yes.
That's pretty.
So thank you. Do you have Easter plans? Anybody out there? And you, Tanya?
Well, I'll be working,
Oh, you're going to work. Okay. Are you a
Yeah.
nurse?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm a retail manager for a well-known pet store. I can't name online because I could
Sure.
risk my job. But it's not
Absolutely.
PetSmart, it's the other one.
Got you.
But I am the animal care manager.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay. That makes
that's
sense.
why I have all the animals.
Right. It totally makes sense. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
totally makes sense.
It does. Well, it's nice that you have a job within the passions that you have, because I know you
Yes.
love animals. So
I
that's
actually got really lucky. Well, I was hired to be the assistant manager. I was the assistant manager of the store for a year.
Oh, wow.
They
Okay.
had some managerial stuff going on where they needed to move somebody to our store, but if they stepped him down into the animal manager position, they would have had to cut his pay,
Oof. Okay.
and so that wasn't going to work. But they needed to move him, and
Mm-hmm.
so we had that position open at our store, and they asked me, "Well, you're really good with and passionate about the animals. We need somebody. Would you be willing to step into that position
Oh,
out of the
wow.
assistant manager position?"
Okay.
And I said, "Well, I haven't done anything wrong. So it's not because I did anything wrong. So let's talk about pay. And they said, oh, you'll keep your pay. I
Okay.
said, I'm sold. That's all you had to say.
Great. Great.
Same pay. I can pay my bills at this wage.
Right.
And I don't have the responsibilities of this whole store assistant manager position. I'm all over
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's
So
fantastic. That really worked out for
it
you.
really did. And I'm really happy with it. I'm really enjoying
Good.
it.
I'm so glad. That's
So it's kind of like
awesome.
running my own little animal business and being a little expert.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Tomorrow we have an event where it's called Meet the Critters. So we have
Uh-huh.
small animals that we'll be allowing the kids to pet and stuff. And I'm going to take my biggest bearded dragon
Oh, wow.
so that people can see what they look like when they're full grown.
Oh, that's cool.
Because we have a lot of people that come in and think, oh, they're so cute. They don't understand they're going to be 2 feet. They're going to
That's
be 2 feet
exactly
long.
right.
And then
Yes.
they get them and they're like, oh, this is not what we signed up for. Oh, no, but it is. We told you that.
Yes.
So we like
Yes.
them to be aware of what the animals are really going to be like. They are
Mm-hmm.
fun, but it does take commitment and they are big, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
These are just babies that you see in our store.
That's right. Yep.
And
They
so,
will, they'll be morphing into something much more.
yes. So it's kind of a fun little thing where we can, teach people what to really expect with their animals when they get them home.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Smart.
Last time I took Pedro a different time. He's my biggest one. I have 6
Oh,
bearded
wow.
dragons. They're
Oh
all
my
about,
gosh.
they're all over a year, so they're all getting big. But he is the biggest, and I mean, he's massive.
Oh my gosh.
And last time I took him, everybody just really enjoyed watching him, and we'd put him on the floor and send crickets out on the floor, and he'd chase them, and it was just really
Oh,
fun.
that's great.
People got to hold him, and
Oh, that's so cool. Eve says she's having a barbecue for Easter Sunday. That's fantastic.
that sounds fun.
Yeah, we're going to go up to Brandon and Haley's, and that's my middle son, and have Easter up there. And actually, because they're in Claremont, and actually, while we're up there, we're going to look around for some property, some land. I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll have any luck, but we're going to give it a look, peek around a little bit. Okay, so here's my belly band tag, and then here's the little tag I'm sliding inside of it. I think that looks nice together. There we go. That was easy to do. That looks pretty. I like it. I'll hold it up close for you guys. And all of this is parts from my kit. I think it marries very nicely together.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you. Rosie's here. Hi, Rosie. Thank you for coming in, girl.
Hi, Rosie.
Rosie, are you at work? Are you on your lunch break? A lot of times she pops in on her lunch break. Let us know what you're doing. And let us know if you have plans for Easter. We were just talking about that. I was thinking I might do another one, but I don't want to do a belly band. Let me think what I could do on here. I could add one of these. Like I could just pop this right on top. Oh, I think that looks lovely. Yeah, let's do that. Sounds good. Thank you, Eve. Appreciate that. Oh my gosh, Rosie's off today. Yay!
Lucky lady.
Yeah, that's fun. Clearly, Tanya is off today too. She was able to join, so that's totally fun.
I am off today.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad that we got to do this.
Me too.
It had been a while since I had anybody come on with me, just because the holidays I think got me sort of off my. Just as it does a lot of us, we're just kind of just trying to get through it.
Right?
And so I hadn't had anybody on in a really long time. So I was so glad that this worked out.
And I was like boo-hooing. How come Jovi never asks me to come out and play? I'm just kidding.
And it worked out. You popped on the live and I'm like, hey, wait a minute. I've never had you come out and play.
I know. It worked out great. And it was funny because I had caught you a couple times usually I am at work during that time, but I had caught you a couple times.
Yeah.
And got to hang out with you.
Right. Yes. Yes. So nice. And Garden says we are interesting. Well, we're so glad that you feel that way.
That's one word for it, sweetheart.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed.
Oh yeah, we are that bunch.
Yes, yes.
I don't
Now
know about you, but I'm like that person that I'm perfectly happy after work just to come home and sit by myself and do my own thing and not worry about anybody.
oh gosh, yes.
I
Yeah.
love just not having to.
Oh, me too. I totally get that. I love it when my house is empty. It's
I
fantastic.
I do. It's just so nice the
It is.
quiet, especially
Yeah.
working retail, and just to come home and the
Well,
peace and
yes.
safety of my house and my
Yes.
crafty supplies and my animals that don't talk back. It's great.
Yeah, retail's very overstimulating. I used to do hair, and I mean,
Oh
I'd come
gosh.
home and I would be such a vegetable by the time I got home because,
Yes.
you're just talking and talking, and I've done retail too, and it's very overstimulating. And so, yeah, I get it. I totally get what you're saying.
You're on stage all day. You have to be
Yes,
nice. People can be nasty to you, but you better not turn it back.
that's exactly
It's
right.
hard sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. So, okay, so here's what I thought I better check since I'm making some tags. I might want to make some that are going to fit in this. This is like a little cascade sort of thing. I guess that's, and then there's also this, but I'll just put papers in there. Oh, maybe I'll put some of my coffee dyed papers in there.
Ooh, there you go.
So, anyways, these might be too big. Let's test one. Oh my gosh, it actually fits. I'm shocked. It's a little tall, but it does fit. Oh, that's funny.
That's
So
great.
if I put, let me take this thing out of here, and then if I stagger them, like this one is in here, and it says, maybe I should do shorter. Do you guys think I should stack this with tall ones or do like shorter ones so it's not blocking the next one? Let me know. I'm taking a vote on that. And Garden says hello to everybody. Yeah, let me know if I
Hi,
should
Gardens.
make these shorter or not. I'm happy to do it. Maybe I'll just experiment with that. I'll make one that's shorter, and
I
then
like
we'll
the front
see.
one like that, but
You
maybe
do?
stagger the ones behind it. Maybe not as
Mm-hmm.
long.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you can like see the top of them. Maybe.
Let me see. Let me measure it here. Okay, so if I do them like this tall, okay, like right here. Let me see if I have any small ones already pre-made. Let's have a little look-see. See how this looks in here. That one's just okay. This one's a little bit tall, but what do you think? It's not too tall. It fits right in the pocket. Let me know if you think
Yeah.
that's still too tall, but I don't mind that. This one has to be short because it can't go over the
Right. You'll have to do one
thin.
short one.
I will make a baby tag right
No, I
now.
kind
This
of
is
like them like
fun.
that.
Do you like it? Okay. Good, good. Okay. Let me make a small one then. What do I want to use? Let me see. I might use this actually. If it doesn't go in too far. Oh, it goes in too far. A little bit too far. I'm going to use it as a template though. Bye, you guys. Have a good time. Bye. Amanda's off to a market. She's going to work on selling some stuff today, so that's
How
fun.
fun.
Yeah. This will make a really pretty tag. Now, this is from what is this? The Farmhouse Market Kit by Cartabella, but I think this is a perfect size. Let me do that.
I'm
Yeah,
kind of
that'll be
trying to
cute.
build up a little board here to put this. I'm going to put some fabric, I think, around this part so that it stands up off the fabric in the background.
I'm listening, but hold on. I'm so sorry. I am listening, but we just got a new person popping in, Smiling Turtle.
Who's here? Hello,
Yeah, she
Smiling
says,
Turtle.
greetings, everyone. I happen to stumble here. Love what I'm seeing. Well, thank you and welcome. We appreciate you being here very, very much. We are creating journals. We're both doing our own thing, but having a ball doing it. So, okay, back to what you were doing. Please repeat that so I can actually focus this time.
No, that's fine. I'm just building up my papers here to make kind of like a chipboard kind of thickness without actually
Okay.
using chipboard because I can't cut it right now.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to
Oh,
put
that's
some
perfect.
fabric and padding around this one too.
Okay.
to back the photo or the picture that's going to go on here. So I've got 4 pieces of, so it's going to be pretty thick.
Okay.
And then this will go, I'm going to find some fabric to put underneath it. That'll go there. So that'll go on my front cover this way.
Nice.
Or should I leave it the brown paper? No, I don't leave it the brown paper. It doesn't go, you know? Then I've got the bead trim there. So I need to find some fabric to fit on there.
It's looking so gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah, I am loving it. Really pretty. I had some of that fabric a while back. It was given to me, and I also, gosh, it's been a year or so ago, but I made a really pretty feminine journal with it, and it was just so lovely. I think I ended up selling that in my Etsy shop. It was so pretty. Love that fabric. And it feels good too. When you rub your hands across it, it just feels so nice.
Yes. Okay, now I just ran across this paper. Should I instead put this paper on here?
Oh, okay, but here's the problem. Okay, from my site, the brown actually made that picture pop,
It
whereas
does.
the paper is pretty, but it doesn't anchor it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, are you looking at the one with the blue or when I flipped it over? The blue doesn't work, for sure.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see the blue. I'm so sorry. I was looking at
No,
the
no,
pink.
it's okay because the time lapse. But what about the pink one? Does that not?
It's almost like
It's not.
it's too soft. It's not,
Yeah,
it doesn't pop it. You know, it's almost like you want
I think you're
um
right.
yeah, you know what I mean? It's lovely, but it just doesn't make it pop.
What
Oh, and
about?
then Smiling Turtle loves the blue. So flip that back over. Let's
Oh,
have a
you
look at the
like the
blue.
blue?
Let's have a little look see. Okay, got that tag made. Go
This
back to the
one.
blue because I didn't get to see the blue.
That's this one. I love it too. I'm just not sure. Maybe I could put another piece of brown underneath to separate the two.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow. Okay, hold do this. Put the brown in between the blue and the picture. I want to see what that looks like.
Like that.
Well, hold on. There's a delay. So
Yes,
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 do it.
yes.
Do it. Let me see. I personally like that. It looks like a picture frame, and then I just personally like that. Um, Either that or take and ink the edge of the actual picture with something dark.
I will definitely ink that too.
And then Smiling Turtle says, I think she says, yes, in fact, you can mat it by making brown. Yes. Okay, so she seems to like that. She seems to like it where it is right there. I mean, I think that looks very nice.
So I should put the brown behind the picture and behind the blue paper is what I'm understanding. Let me know if that's what you're saying. I think that might be what you're saying. And I think I like that
Picture,
idea.
picture on top of brown, brown on top of blue.
And then she says matte both the brown and the blue rose.
Yeah.
So,
I think how you're holding it looks nice.
but check this out, Jovi. Check
Okay.
this out. I think this is what she's saying.
Okay, I'm waiting for delay.
Okay. I think this is what she's telling me.
Oh, like matte, matte, matte. Oh. Okay. I personally don't know if you need that. I would take the blue and ink around it with dark brown. Real fine.
This way.
Yeah, I just
Okay,
think
so
that's a lot of matting.
I do
just,
too.
yeah.
If I'm going to map this, I think I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. I think it's just a little bit too much brown.
Yeah, and make it more fine. Just a thin line, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little bit closer.
I agree. I think that'd be fantastic.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I want
Heck
it to be
yeah.
beautiful. And
It will be for sure.
thinking about that too, having that brown behind here will give it a little bit more grounding for whatever floral or decorative I put around the edges here too. So that'll be nice.
Yeah, for sure.
In fact, I will leave a little bit of the brown, a little bit more brown at the bottom just to give it a little bit more grounding.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
But I do need to trim it up because it's not even layered.
So I'm going to pop one of these papers right in this pocket in the back because check it out. You can totally write on that and you can totally write on this. I don't have to do anything. I'll just round the corners
Yeah.
and pop it in the back pocket because because I don't want to forget to do this sort of stuff and then end up just shoving all the papers in the ring bound part. I don't want to do that.
Right.
So I think that looks real pretty back there. Check that out. I think that looks nice.
It's beautiful.
And then maybe to make it match, maybe I do the same thing with the front one. Maybe just keep it consistent and pop that back there. Oh, I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's round those corners. This is going to be such a cute little journal. Well, not little. It's not exactly little, but you know.
We know what you mean.
Okay, I'm really liking how this is coming together. So let me put, I think I'm going to go ahead and make holes in the rest of these and see if they'll all fit in the ring bound. I believe that they will. But let me get these ones out of the way here. Okay. Yeah, that only leaves me with 3 more to put holes in. Is that right? I think so. That's not, yeah, that'll definitely all fit. Okay. Let's see here. Make sure I do this right. I'll do these like that. Oh, no, I want these like this. I love this blue. I love anything check and gingham. I think it's so pretty. So I'm going to have these like when you open it, they're together. I like that.
I have a whole pad of paper that I found in a closet, and it's all gingham from like 20 years ago.
Oh, delicious. Wow. Is the paper still in decent condition? And why was it in the closet for that long?
Well, I was doing scrapbooks with all my kids' pictures years and years and years ago.
Yes.
And, you know, the third one comes along and it's a boy, and there's not much to choose from as far as cute papers and stuff.
Right.
And by then I was really busy, you know, because I had 3 kids at that point.
Well, yeah.
So it all got put away.
Mm-hmm.
And through different moves and life events, it just ended up in a tub in the closet.
Yes, got you.
And so I have emptied that tub, and there's still one more in the closet that I have not even gotten into yet because I don't need it at the moment.
Right.
But one of these days I need to get in there and just work it into my craft room.
Work it in and then make envelopes and things like that.
All the things.
Yeah, because when I have papers that are either like old or like really more that I think I won't use in my crafting, I am so happy to turn it into an envelope and then it gets used.
That's my mixed media stuff. Yep, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it works out.
Either that or I gift it. I'm like, oh, you need paper. Oh.
Yeah, here you go. I got plenty of that.
Let me help you.
Yes.
I'm just being generous. It's okay.
Yeah.
These are my favorites. I'm sure you'll love them. No, I did a video recently for Happy Mail giveaway, and I was like going through this pattern. I'm going to share some of these. I'm like, do you guys like this pattern? Because I don't really like this. And then I was going to put it in the box. I'm like, I can't give you guys stuff I don't like. That's not fair.
Right.
I'm not trying to unload my junk on you.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah, no, sometimes too, I'll take, if there's papers, another thing I'll do is like, because it's usually good quality paper, you just maybe don't like the pattern, jelly plate it. You know?
For sure.
And then it's like, it's nice to be able to feel like we used it, you know?
Well, that's what I do with my master boards too. Most of my master boards are papers that, you know, they're scraps, but it's also a lot of papers I don't like.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I need to use it. And once you put it on the master board and do your inking and your stamping and your gesso, you can't see that pattern anymore. It's not the focal anymore.
That's right. Exactly.
So it works really well. So I tell people, you know, hold on to that stuff. You might not like it, but there's a use for it.
Right. For sure. Okay. Something feels a little tight. I think I need to expand the hole on this first one. Yeah. Right. This is tight. This is tight right here. I'm going to just make this a little bit bigger.
Who is on our left? Smiling Turtle, Tanya, that's me. Side Gig Crafts is on your right. I'm making the pink journal with the little girl on it. And Jovi is in the binder.
Here too. Hi, Eileen. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Nice to see you. Yes, Jovi's on the right. Tanya's on the left. No, wait. I'm on the left and Tanya's on the right.
Correct.
And
All
I'm a
right.
hot mess.
We
Barn together because it just wouldn't make sense if it wasn't. So let me do this.
That was a great question because I guess we didn't really explain it, did we?
That's true. We did not. Yes. All right. What else needs to go together? Oh, this needs. Where's its mesh? Let me see here. Okay, here we go. I think these will look good together. So we'll just pop these in.
I always figure everybody's going to know who we are because our styles are so different.
That's true. Yes. Yes.
They're very complimentary, but we're so different in our styles.
Yeah, that's true. All right, and then these two barns can go together. And then I'll get tags into the pockets and then see if I need to make more pockets. All right. This could be the front page because it's got the lace on it. That could be. Let's see what goes here. Yeah, let me just slap
Who's
this
on first?
in
That's right, Eileen. You're for sure.
here.
She says, "Who's on first? Who's on second? I don't know
That's
who's on
funny. That's
second."
funny. Not everybody, not younger people wouldn't get that really, Now my son Andrew would. He loves those guys. Abbott Costello. All right, here we go. Let me see how these are fitting. Okay, a little bit of tightness on this one up at top too. So let me just expand that hole just a
Oh,
little tiny
you
bit.
know what? I am so disappointed that I did this.
What?
I love it.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, but I'm so
Okay.
disappointed I did this. I should have used this for my inside papers.
What?
That would
Wait,
have been
what? What?
beautiful. This blue and with the roses would have
Oh
been
yeah.
perfect. Oh shoot, I think it's the only one I have. Oh
Well,
well.
is it too late?
Yes, I already cut it.
Well, what about on the inside cover, just like you're doing? That's gorgeous. You could do that. No.
No, because it's too small.
Oh,
Yeah, it won't
oh.
cover now. It's okay though. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
This is how it was meant to be. This was the plan.
Hey,
That means
if
there's
you
something better.
if you want, scan that and send it to me, and I'll make you a digital of your own, and I'll
My
send it to you. I'll
thank you,
mock up a digital.
but my friend, no.
Okay, okay. I mean, it's not that hard. It's not
I
that hard.
can't print. No, I know. I can't print it out,
Oh, you
remember?
can't print. Oh man. Okay, okay. I got
But
you.
that's okay. It just means that there's something else that's intended to go in there. I believe in these things.
True, true, true. You're right. You're right.
If it didn't work, just like
Mm-hmm.
I say it on my channel all the time, if I can't find it in a minute, it wasn't meant to be.
Right.
And I feel the same way about this. If
Yeah.
that's the case, then there's something better that's supposed to be inside there.
Agreed.
And I just noticed it just now, so there's got to be something better.
Yep.
So I'm okay with it.
Good. Good, good. Okay, I'm going to add, so there's not a ton of papers in here. So I'm going to go ahead and add some. These are all my kit papers, and I love them. And then I'm going to add some of the Cartabella in now. So I'm going to, sorry, is the punching of the holes too loud for you guys? Please let me know. Tanya, how is it on your end?
It's fine for me.
Oh, good. Okay. So you guys let me know if it's obnoxious. And if it is, I'll like punch them under my desk or something.
Oh, good. The blue is looking good. Thank you. Thank you. I think it adds something to, especially because her dress is blue. I think it makes it's a really pretty addition for sure. And I can look through my stash. Maybe I do have another piece of it. I'll have to look and see.
Yeah, you might.
If I do, that's what's going on the inside, but I don't think I
That'd be
do.
really pretty.
Or you know what? I mean, it is Maggie Holmes. Is it Maggie Holmes? It is. It's from Marigold Collection. I can always order another piece.
That's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
it'd only take 2 weeks to get here, but
Would it really?
no, I'm just being silly.
Oh, I'm like, geez.
I was gonna say, I bet Joanne's has one that's very similar, but yeah, never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
Never
Exactly.
mind.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Did you go in for any of the clearance finds? Did you go look to see if they had anything you liked?
I did, but I went too soon and there was
Mhm.
nothing really on sale. I was like, when are they really gonna mark this stuff down?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess they were trying to get as much as they could, but
Of course. I'm still. Did you get anything? Did you find some fun things?
I went, and they, like you, there wasn't a whole lot on sale, and then there was one thing that did catch my attention. It was the like homemade paper thing. with the screen and everything. And I was like,
Yeah,
man, but it was only like 20% off. And I'm like, I'm not paying this for that.
exactly.
I was like, I'll go to Home Depot and get some screen and figure it out.
You can get some really inexpensive paper making already made on Amazon, and they're really inexpensive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my daughter had gotten a set and she made some papers. Actually, their papers are sitting right here. She made with it. So I went online and started looking around like it's not expensive at all, but she made these papers with some trash. There's even little plastic shards in here.
And hold on, there's a delay, so I don't
Yep.
see it yet. Wow, quite a delay. Hang tight.
That's all good.
I think it's coming. Oh, those are beautiful. Did your daughter make those?
She did. And
Holy
the
cow.
screen is that size, and then it drains the water out and it leaves the this, and then you have to wait for it to dry.
Right, okay.
And then she made her own stamp and stamped the corner of these.
Oh my gosh, so pretty.
So they really are. I mean, I was thinking how pretty would they be with our scraps of scrapbook paper and
Oh
stuff.
gosh, yes, yes. Well, that's very enticing, I will say. I really like that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, you can make your own screen and everything, but I mean, they're
That's
already
true.
done and really inexpensive.
Yes.
Really inexpensive on Amazon. I'd rather just pay the money and be done with it.
True, true,
And I'm
true.
talking like $15.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
that's cheap. That's
yeah,
cheap.
it's really decent.
The one at Joann's was like $40. I was like, I'm not
You
gonna do
know,
that. You
mm-mm.
know. No way, man.
And especially because you don't need a big one, you just need small ones because we don't.
Right.
The papers that we use don't have to be that large.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the question. My closure. Now, you know what? I think I'm going to glue my closure in on the inside of this one so that I can just glue this down.
You're gonna glue your closure on the inside. Okay.
Yes.
Oh yes, I got you. I'm with you. Yes.
So I don't need to put the ribbon underneath. I've seen them on Amazon. Yes, it's easier to order them. Yes, absolutely. Gardens, paper making screens are really inexpensive on Amazon. If you're interested in making your own paper, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I have time actually to do that, but I am very curious about it, and I love the texture of handmade paper. It's just so unique and so beautiful, and I find it to be fascinating, actually.
It would be a really good way to use some of those scraps we don't like.
That's true. Yes.
I
It's
mean,
absolutely true.
just saying.
Yeah. Did your daughter have a good time doing it? Did she enjoy the process?
She did, and she
Okay.
did a craft fair, and she was well. I don't know if she sold any, but she was selling them at the craft fair, and she
That's
had packaged them
awesome.
up and everything.
How nice. That's lovely.
So she gave me a couple packs of it.
That's awesome. I've really been getting into trying to add unique papers into my journals.
Uh huh.
And I found some handmade paper that came from Italy, and I found it at the thrift store. So not only is it vintage, it's handmade, and it's so gorgeous and delicious. And I mean, pristine. This paper is like, oh my gosh, I love it. So yeah, I've been trying to just, do different stuff with papers.
For sure. I was even thinking it might be fun. I don't know how possible it is, but it might be fun also to use like itty bitty fabric scraps cut up into there.
Oh, yes. Oh
And
my gosh.
I was
Yes, I
thinking
love
it
that idea.
because you use your blender to blend up the paper pulp.
Right.
I would never put fabric in there, but once you got that pulp out, you could mix
Yeah.
tiny scraps of fabric in there. And I think that might be a really wonderful texture, you
I
know?
love that. I'm gonna have to just do it. Now you just talked me into it.
I have I'm really considering doing it. I've been thinking about it, but I just haven't pulled the trigger yet.
Oh my gosh. Maybe we have to do some sort of interesting collaboration or something.
Jovi, let's do it. Let's
Okay.
do it. I think that would be fun.
Susie has joined us. Hi,
Hi,
Susie. Thank you
Susie.
for popping in. Susie's Craft Room and Studio. We appreciate it so much. We're just working on our journals. For the newbies that just popped in recently, I found this cover at, I don't know, wherever, probably Hobby Lobby, and it was on clearance. It's brand new, brand spanking new, never used. And I thought, oh, this looks like farmhouse wood. So I figured I'd go ahead and take it and turn it into a journal. So here, this is the progress I've made today, which actually, this is fantastic. I got the tags loaded in the pockets here. I got some paper from my printable kit, which is called Farmhouse. Very simple, easy to remember. And then in the back pocket, I've got this piece of paper. And then I have my digital prints in here. Plus, I'm using, the addition to that is Cartabella's Farmhouse Market. And so that's what we have going on here. And I'll tell you, I'm liking this. Let me know if you guys like it so far. And let me know if this is something, because when I see these things, I buy them. Let me know if that's something that, if you like a traditional handmade journal, just everything handmade from the cover to the papers and all that, or do you sort of like something like this where it's like a mix of manufactured and handmade? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on that. I'd love to hear it. All right, now I'm going to go through, put pockets and tags in. How are you doing on time, Tanya? How are you feeling? Are you doing good?
Girlfriend, I got all day.
Okay. By the end of it, we got paper over here. We're making paper. We got screens. We ripped out our pole screens. We're making.
Right. Well, Gardens is saying that we have to do the collab for the paper. So I mean,
Okay.
we're gonna have. I'll order my screens today. How about that?
Oh my gosh. Okay, somebody needs to email me and remind me to order screens.
I'll send you the link, Jovi, when I get
Send me the link. Okay, please. This will be really, really fun.
I think
do
so
it.
too. I think
Great.
I mean, I keep thinking it's a great way to use some of this box. I have this giant box. I call it my box of opportunities behind me.
Okay.
And
Okay.
or inspiration, depending on whatever word I can remember that day,
Sure.
with my brain fog and all.
Right.
So it's just my box of junk. It's my box of crap, guys, to be honest.
Right.
And the stuff that should have probably gone in the trash, but I'm a sucker and can't throw anything away.
Right.
And so that box sits behind me, and when I'm looking for something, I go to that box first before I cut anything else up. And if there's anything that might possibly work, I use that.
Okay, perfect. Yes.
So I do not cut. I don't have a ton of paper pads, or I mean, I've seen some people's craft rooms. You guys, mine does not look like, as far as paper pads go, mine does not look like that.
Right.
I don't have that much. I mean, I have plenty. Don't get me wrong.
Right. Okay.
I'm not saying I don't have enough.
Okay.
I got plenty.
Okay.
But not as big of a collection as some people have.
Right.
So
I haven't counted mine, but I'm going to guess and just say I have probably 30 or less. That's what I think I have.
30 or less pads. I can count. Let's see.
Although I haven't counted, to be honest. I'm just eyeballing it and thinking that's probably what I have. But I have vintage papers out the wazoo, so I have so much paper for sure.
I may have about 50 pads worth, I think.
Okay, that's a pretty good stash.
It's a good stash. I'm not saying I don't have it. Oh, I forgot the Christmas stuff. Let's bump that to 70.
Oh, Crafting Whimsy is here. Hi, Trish. Thank you so much. Gardens says she has a lot of boxes. I'm assuming that means boxes of paper pads? I'm thinking. Oh, she says box of
opportunities, yes.
Yeah, got you. Oh, Darcy's here. Hi, Darcy. Welcome. Thank you for popping in. We're working on our journals. I'm using a manufactured, this is really like those calendar journal-y things that people use, but I'm turning it into a handmade journal. And I am really very happy with it. Actually, it's coming together quite nicely.
It is.
Thank you. I'm looking for more pockets. I'm stuffing the pockets now so I can see how many more pockets I need to build into it because I have these tags. So I'm thinking like a page like this, instead of me putting a piece of paper over, I'll just create a pocket and pop one of these babies in there. How much do you love this tag? This is one of my favorites in this whole kit that I made. I love this. It's got a rooster with check in the background and flowers. I love it so much.
I've been loving roosters lately for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, it must be the spring. I don't know.
Eve says she doesn't know how many paper pads she has and she doesn't want to know.
Yeah, I'm not doing an exact count either. I promise.
That's
I'm
funny.
not. I
Oh,
refuse.
that's great.
I'll
That's
probably
funny.
be embarrassed to tell you, but
That's so funny. But I have so much vintage paper and not all of it's like, it's not like 1800s or anything like that. It's all newer, like 60s to 80s probably. And because a family member gave me a bunch of their mother's papers,
awesome.
she kept everything. And so I have cabinets and cabinets full of that. And I'm actually really trying to use it now. I'm trying to get it out and use it, whether I'm jelly printing over it uh, or
That's
making
great.
masterboards with it, or whatever. Trying to do that.
So I'm finding, do you have a certain like year, like not year necessarily, but time period maybe of ephemera that you really like?
Oh, the 50s. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it so much. Yeah, 40s and 50s. I'm just gaga over it.
I'm finding myself in the 30s for some reason.
Oh, nice. Sure. Yeah, Art Deco-y. Yeah.
Yeah, I just there's something everything I seem to get that draws my eye is from like around that time period
Okay.
as far as the
Nice.
ephemera goes, and it's just been really fun.
I love Art Deco jewelry. Love, love, love. And so it is a very attractive, appealing style for sure. I can see why you're drawn to that.
Do you guys want to see some really cool pictures that I got?
Heck yeah, girl.
I have a step cousin who her mom died
Okay.
and she was a hoarder
Ooh.
and she had stuff for days, but she
Oh
got these
wow.
photo albums
Oh.
that are family members apparently, and nobody knew who they were.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Okay, now let me show you. I'm going to grab them real quick. My
I'm intrigued.
stepmom told me about it, and I was like, she can always send them to me. I can
Mm-hmm.
use them because she knows I
Mm-hmm.
buy this stuff.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to find the really good ones because
Okay.
I'll hold them up really close. But there's some in particular that I absolutely adore, and I think it's the other book that smells like grandma's house.
Oh wow.
Oh, I love it. Okay, check these out. Okay,
Oh my
but
gosh.
okay, I know there's a time delay. I'm gonna see if that can.
I see
If
you've
I'm
got them
in
on your desk.
screen.
Move your album.
Hang on, hang on.
Okay. Okay.
We got the time delay. I've got my album a
Oh, I
little
got you.
closer.
Okay. Garden says, "Show us." Hi, BB. How are you
Can you guys
doing?
see this picture? Okay, time delay. Bottom right hand corner, guys,
Okay.
by my finger.
Yes.
Can you see that airplane and how they're dressed?
Yes. That's awesome.
These are family members, and look at this one right next to it. Oh, I can't
Oh
tell.
my
I
gosh.
hate this time delay because I can't see what you can see.
Right now, what we see is the two people next to the airplane, the corner, you kind of show in the corner of the album. Oh my
Okay,
gosh, that's beautiful.
but look at that one.
Oh yeah, with the oh
I
yeah.
moved it
Oh
closer. Hang
my
on. There it
gosh.
is. They're all standing
So
in front of it.
I love it. That's so cool.
You know, I'm going to have to do an aeronautics journal now.
Oh, you absolutely will.
Oh,
Yes,
you know what?
100%.
These might come out. Oh, maybe not. But there's
You know
just,
how
I
to
mean,
get them out? Let me tell you how to get them out. Peel
I'm
that
going to have to
plastic up. Use dental floss.
dental floss. That's a
Yeah.
good idea. I actually found a product called Undo.
Okay.
Somebody told me about this stuff and I watched a video on how it works. I'm showing in time delay. I'm going to show it to you.
Okay.
I just haven't tried it yet because I don't want to ruin these photos.
No, you don't. And try the dental floss before you buy or did you already buy it? Oh, you already bought that
I
stuff.
already bought it.
Oh,
And actually,
wow.
some of these are peeling up, but just the clothes that they're wearing, they're
Oh,
in
love
there.
it.
And this is on Amazon too, but you can't get it in California. I don't think you can buy it there. They won't ship there.
Oh, okay.
But some of these photos, there's like a cruise ship on here.
Oh my
So many really
gosh.
cool.
That's so awesome.
You've used it on Smiling Turtles used it on photos.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
That's
Okay.
awesome. So I'm
Yeah,
super
that's
excited to have these photos. There's just
oh,
really amazing. Like there's a cruise ship on here, a beach trip. There's old tractors.
oh man,
There are old clothes. I
that's
mean,
really quite a gift that you got for sure.
right? And to think she
Yes.
didn't see any value in this.
That's incredible. I know it.
Oh, I'm like, oh yes, I love it. I'm so excited to have
We
those.
see the value in it for sure.
Yeah, we do.
Yep.
Hmm. I watched this video on YouTube last. I'm full of stories today. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. We love it.
Um,
We're here for it.
I was watching this video last night, and it was like, oh yeah, this guy. You'll never believe the picture he found in this thrift store.
Mm,
And I was like, oh, I wonder what he found. You know,
hmm.
because we look at all that stuff all the
Oh
time. You know,
yeah.
what did he find?
Right.
So I open it up, and in the entry, they show this thrift store I used to shop at. I'm like, that reminds me of the one back in Clovis, California that I
Oh
always
my
shopped at.
gosh.
It was.
Oh,
It
that's
was. And you
great.
know what he found in the $2 photo box?
What?
A picture of Billy the Kid and all of his gang.
Oh wow.
I was like, that could have been mine.
Yeah.
And he had it researched and everything. It
Yep.
was the second known photo of Billy the Kid ever.
Oh wow.
And to have the whole gang in there was like really, really, you know, unusual.
Yes.
And it was, I think they started it at auction at $5 million. And I was like, that could
Whoa.
have been mine.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
That's incredible.
I was a little jelly.
Yes, I'll say.
But
That's
good for him.
amazing. Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't have known what it was if it had been in my hand, you know?
Oh, I know. Right.
I would have
Right.
just thought, well, that's a goofy picture. How cute.
Right.
I probably would have bought it and shoved it in a box and glued it into a book sometime.
Yes. Yes. Totally get that. Do you guys think that this black and white looks okay on this paper here? I don't want to commit to it unless you guys think it looks okay. Otherwise, I'll find something more soft. But let me know. Appreciate that. Oh, I forgot I have these pieces I can use too.
I like
Oh,
it, but it is a little harsh. I
it's
like
a little much.
the one
Okay.
with the circles above that. Is that a piece of paper you could use up there? You see it just above your book?
Yes, I got this I can use, and then I have this wood, and I'm almost drawn to the wood. What do you think? Take a look at that. Here, I'll put them both here. Like that. You like the wood or the circles better? Let me know, guys. Hi, Cindy. Wow, that's so nice that you popped in. What a treat. Let me know what you guys think if you
Hi,
like the
Cindy.
wood. Or okay, and Smiling Turtle says she would go for something softer, and Cindy says the wood. I think I like that too. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true, Darcy. I'm reading all my comments now. You got off work early today. Lucky you, girl. Oh, well, that's so nice. Yes, for the weekend. How wonderful. It's so nice. What are your plans this weekend, Cindy? Let us know. We're heading up to Brandon's to visit him and Haley. So we're gonna have a nice brunch up there, which will be nice. Tanya, did you say what you were doing this weekend? I don't even know if you said.
I'm working.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. Remember that. And we started
Yeah.
talking about your job. Yes.
We close a couple hours early, but I've got the morning shift. I have to clean animal habitats that day.
Oh gosh. Okay.
It's the poopy day.
Right. You'll be busy.
Oh yeah.
That's for sure.
I don't think the store won't be busy per se, but it seems like I don't know who waits till Easter Sunday to come buy dog food, but
Right.
you guys don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Don't do that. Why? Why?
That's funny. Oh man.
My public service announcement.
Right.
Don't do that. Don't wait till 5 minutes before the store closes to go buy fish. Don't do that.
Oh,
The lights
gosh.
are off. We can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And we can't see the fish you want.
Right. Right.
You're gonna if you ask for fish at that close to close, you're going to get what you get and you're not going to throw a fit.
Oh, that's
But can't
funny.
you turn the lights on? Nope. No,
Right.
you can't. Sorry, you'll have to come back tomorrow morning when the lights are back on.
So Cindy's going to be busy. She's got Easter and then church on Easter, and at church she's going to be coordinating a kids special. That sounds so fun. I know it's a lot of work,
That
but that is
does.
such a joy. And then her son is out of town. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you have something to do since your son is out of town, because that can make us feel sad sometimes, when our kids aren't nearby. So glad you got something going on. Yeah, I bet they are so cute. Ah. All right, so that was a very easy belly band, and I put the tag in there. And then I did this little side tuck. So let me see if I have a small tag that I can pop in there. Let's see what we have here. Well, I could do this one. Oh, that looks cute. A little pop of color. Or I could use this one and add, I think I like that even more, and then maybe add this to it, like that. Or I could use this as a pocket going, maybe I'm using that as a pocket. Yeah, Let's see if I need more pockets somewhere. Oh, yeah, we got to have a pocket on this page. So whoops. Well, checks on checks. Actually, it doesn't look bad. Let me see my other options here. Ooh, no. Let's do this as a pocket because that pops. Oh, yeah, that's good. We're doing that.
Yeah, that's cute.
Right? Thank you. That'll be perfect. I can't believe how quick this particular journal is going. This is great. Well, having the cover already done is huge. It's like cheating.
No, it's not either. It's just different.
It's different, yes, and it is. And I'll tell you, I don't mind it.
Might have to do that more often, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, wow, getting a journal done in a day like that's never how it works.
Nope, it sure
Oh,
isn't.
gosh. Yes.
I've
Okay.
got did you see the haul that I did at the vintage and antique bookstore with all the book covers that he found for me?
Oh gosh, no, I'm gonna have to check that out because that
Oh
sounds
my gosh.
delicious.
Yes, I got a whole box of them and
Oh, wow.
I think he charged me, there's no guts in the books. It's just the
Oh,
covers.
wow, the covers. Oh my gosh, delightful.
And that's all I wanted, right?
Yeah.
So he gave me a really good deal on them and I'm like, yeah, buddy.
Yes, thank you. Now, where was this at? From a thrift store?
No, it's a vintage bookstore, vintage and antique.
Oh.
If you go look at my channel, there's it's called Reed's Bookstore, and it is an antique bookstore downtown. It's actually I think it's been labeled a museum.
Oh, wow.
And he's just got some amazing things. I did some videoing in there when I was there. There's just so many amazing things. And when I went in this time, I usually go to the back because he has this box in the back, just like my box of inspiration.
Yeah.
In fact, some of his things are in my box of inspiration.
Okay.
But he's got this box and it's just got a bunch of what other people would think was junk.
Yes.
And that's my favorite spot. I always go there. And that's the first place I go. And I usually spend most of my time there.
Okay.
And well, this time somebody came into the store and it's very tight. It's very tight.
Okay.
So you have to kind of move. If somebody needs past you, you're going to have to belly up to the
Okay.
aisle. It's just
Gotcha.
that tight. So I got tucked into a corner I'd never shopped in before because I thought it was nothing that I'd want.
Right.
Well, it had me facing the front window display. And on that window display was the back side of an old mailbox with all the mail slots on it. And every single mail slot had pictures and postcards and letters. And I'm like, what?
Wow.
And I've talked to him so many times and told him exactly the things that I was looking for. He
Yeah.
never told me about that.
Oh my
He
gosh.
never did. And I'm like, how did he never tell me about this?
Right.
But I found so many delicious things.
That's so cool.
It's so cool. And so when I went up to pay for my stuff and I had gotten so much stuff, he goes, how about if I just give you a lump sum and we'll just charge you that? I said, you bet. And I had gone in there expecting to spend about $100.
Okay.
So when he told me 50, I was like, yep, let's do it.
Yeah.
And then he told the other guy that was working that day, see, she's buying all that stuff that you said wouldn't sell. And I said, well, you don't understand. I want the stuff that everybody thinks is junk because that's what
Right.
makes my books more beautiful.
That's right.
I'm giving them new life. These things are going into something and I'm creating something and hopefully somebody else will want it. It brings me pleasure to make it. I don't keep a journal, but it brings me pleasure to make it and create something that somebody else might use or at least at the very least take home and love.
Yes.
It maybe it's a piece of art to them. I don't know. And if not, it's okay. It'll sit on my bookshelf until whenever.
Yeah.
Either until somebody loves it or until I die and somebody throws it away. I don't know. It brought me peace. It brought me love. It's fine.
Right.
But I'm giving it a new life.
Yeah, I love that.
That's the stuff I want. And so he goes, well, we have more of these book covers. Did you see him? I'm like, what are you talking about? So he told the other guy, show her. So he took me over and showed me all these book covers. I'm like, what?
Wow.
And they were just tucked under a table.
Oh my gosh.
He was trying to get me to buy this book. And it must have been 4 foot by 3 foot. It was
oh wow.
It was from the university. I can't remember which university, but it was all of their newspapers that they had printed.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, well, first of all, this is going to be more than I can afford or should be more than I can afford.
Right.
And it's way bigger than I can ever use. I would have to destroy the cover of that book to use it. I don't want to do that.
Right.
I'm like, this is important to somebody. And it's not me. I don't think this one's for me.
Okay.
And he's like, well, here's this Bible. It's like 3 by 2. And I'm like, yeah, I don't tear apart Bibles.
Right. Right.
I draw a line somewhere.
Yes. Yes.
Those I actually keep. I have a couple that are really, really old. You guys, what I'm doing, I'm trying to debate how to fix this cover in here. I just can't decide how I want to do it. But, he just showed me some really beautiful pieces. I'm like, oh.
Wow. That's awesome. I
know. I don't know all the history and stuff behind that, but I have seen some amazing, amazing pieces of history that I wouldn't have done had I not gotten into this hobby.
Agreed. Yes. Same. Yep. I totally get that.
Oh, I got it. I have another story. I'm so sorry. I'm just.
Oh, you're good. No, we're here for it.
I had purchased a kit from the lady on Facebook that I was telling you about, that group earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Of vintage letters, and they were unsearched letters, and she just had a bunch of them, and I had no idea it was in them. She didn't know what they were. She just packaged them up. I don't remember how many letters, maybe 10, something like that.
Okay.
And when I got them, I was sitting on the phone talking to Crafty Ruse Michelle, my sister, and we were talking, and I was like, yeah, I got these letters today, yada yada yada, and I opened one up and started reading it, and I'm like, dear mom, and I was like, what is this?
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, what is going on here? I mean, it's obviously an adult writing to his mom. So I started reading one of them, and I was like, well, this is interesting. It's kind of crazy. And he's writing, it's on a government letterhead. I'm like, what is this?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so I put them all in order. And from, the oldest to the newest. And they were all in the 1930s. Remember that time period?
Wow. Yes.
And I know that's part of what's drawing me is just that experience. But they were okay. So it turned out they were from a guy named Walter to his mom.
Okay.
The first letters that he wrote were when he was sent off to college.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he was at Oxnard and Harvard at different times. And he was very clearly a Democrat.
Okay.
Very political minded.
Okay.
He was talking about different people like Eisenhower and different people during those times. He was talking about how he and his girlfriend had gone on a trip to the beach. And Right, Eve? Using their items as new creations is just amazing, I
I
think.
do love bringing new life to old things. It's just a wonderful
Absolutely.
feeling.
Yeah, so I went through and I read these letters in order, and it just talked about life, and there was even one where he's like, "Well, I know you're mad at me, and I'm sorry things didn't go how you wanted them to, blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Oh, Walter, you made mom mad," and I didn't have mom's letters back. I only had the ones he wrote to her.
Right,
So these
yeah.
must have been something she saved, right?
Yes, yes.
Um,
That's
and then there was
amazing.
one from the oh, it was I actually made a photocopy of this one. I think I have it right here on my desk. It's I probably won't be able to find it though. Um there was one in there, and it was a letterhead from the Department of, oh shoot, I don't remember. I don't remember. It was like a War Department or something. And
Okay.
it had a list on it. And it said something like bread, milk, I love you. I was like, wait, what? And it was in the letter to his mom. I was like,
Aw.
this is really funny. How cute is that he's sending her this? Well,
Yeah.
I started doing some more research on this person. His name is Walter Slocum.
Okay.
And as it turns out, he ended up being an attorney.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Well, as was doing my research, I found his office,
Oh my gosh.
and I reached out and emailed and said, "Hey, I don't know if you're him, but this is what I have. And
Yes.
if you want it or your family wants it, I want to get it back to you because I think it belongs, if it's
Yeah.
yours, I want you to have it if you want it."
Right.
And he's got to be like in his 80s by now.
Yes.
It was him, Jovi.
No way.
Oh, yes, way. It was him.
Oh
It was
my
him.
gosh. That's incredible.
So, as it turns out, he was an advisor for the war committee
Oh,
for the
wow.
Democratic Party. He worked under Jimmy Carter.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
And he and I had a long phone conversation. He told me all about his life. He told me about his mom, which I was really curious about. She was a single mom.
Oh my gosh.
Um, and I don't want to talk about his, all that, but he
Right.
told me all about it, and with no qualms telling me about it. It was just the most interesting thing. He actually made decisions for the department about
That's
wars and different things that happen, and he's in movies even.
Oh, wow.
Yes, there's documentaries, and he
Oh.
was a speaker, and um, I found him on Facebook, and
Oh my gosh.
he had me send the letters to his summer house.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
and he's offering to pay me for them. I'm like, no, I don't want you to pay me for them. What I paid for them is minimal.
Right.
They're yours.
Yes.
And he told me,
Right.
well, when mom died, this and this happened, and this is how the letters ended up where they ended up. And I was like, oh my gosh, what a history.
Wow. That's
So,
incredible.
yes, I know. Yes, I met Walter from the letters, and he told me about his life too. If I remember correctly, he married and I think has two, maybe three children, but
Okay.
I'm not sure. I didn't dig too deep into his personal life at this point because I
Right.
felt that was a little over the line.
Sure.
I wanted to know about Walter from the 30s. It was
Right.
just the most amazing experience to be able to reach out and talk to him.
That
And
is
those
so
letters,
awesome.
somebody told me you should make photocopies. I said, no, I already got my blessing from the letters. I'm not
Yes.
supposed to keep these.
Right.
But I was blessed to be able to share in that experience and to be able to learn about him and his family. And it's just
Oh,
that was my
yeah.
gift.
I
That
love
part was my
that.
gift.
That's amazing.
Yes. These
If I ever find old photos and if they happen to have names on them, I go straight to Ancestry and I try to look up the families.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I try to get either the copies to them and I say, please upload this to your family tree for future generations because my grandmother was adopted and it was a big secret as it used to be back then.
Of course.
And we had nothing to go on and I had to go strictly on with DNA. That's all I had in order to try to track down our biological family. And
Wow.
I miracle of miracles, was able to actually, via DNA, find out who my grandmother's biological mom was. And then I found out who her mom was. and found out that her mom, which would have been my grandmother's grandmother, was also adopted. And that's where I've hit the brick wall. So my point of sharing that is it's such a gift when somebody shares a photo or something, especially for those of us that have no family connection. It's just an amazing thing to be able to see somebody from your family that you never knew.
Yeah.
You know, it's just so cool.
I can't see, and I can't even imagine that, except that my stepmom was adopted, but
Okay.
she met her family and stuff, so she knew more about them.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can't even imagine. I had such a big family that it just touches my heart that I was able. I'm just grateful that I was able to give him back. He said, "Yeah, we had a company come in and clean out her house, and that was
Okay.
in a box that wasn't supposed to go."
Oh, wow.
And I was just so glad. And he had actually been putting together a memorial for his mom during this time. So it was like serendipitous that I found him at that time.
That's incredible. Honestly, it really is.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. Yeah, really cool story. Yeah, I'm so glad you shared that. Really, really cool story.
My pleasure. So when you're going through those letters and things, there are real people behind that. That was the crazy part. It's like, wow, these are not just old pieces of junk. There's real people behind them, real lives that were
Yes.
lived. And
Yes.
I mean, I know we know that, but
Right.
to actually have been a part of that
That's
for
huge.
even
That
for a
really
minute.
drives it home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, it gives you an appreciation. Well, I've decided that I have to go through all of my old photos and on the back either put a label or just write who is who because my kids will know, but my grandkids won't,
For sure.
and it's just the way it is. And people nowadays don't even keep photos, everything's
No.
online. So it's like I need to do that because even if they then do end up in the garbage somewhere someday, at least they'll have names, or hopefully more like a thrift store. At least they'll have names and, there's something there.
Right. Well, there's also the challenge of us scrapbookers and junk journalers who collect these old photos of
Yeah,
strangers.
right.
So my box of strangers, I actually am putting a family name. As soon as I get my computer back and get my Cricut go, or my maker thing going again, I'm going to have to make a label that says faux family,
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's
faux family
great.
photos
Yes,
on that box, because my kids are not going to know which ones are fake and which ones aren't.
exactly. Exactly.
So
That's
I'm
so funny.
renaming them. I already talk about my pictures like that. That's my faux family. They're fake.
Yeah,
They're
I
not my real
love that.
family.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Hi,
I think
Maggie
that's
Plank.
great. Oh, Maggie's here. Hi, Maggie. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it so much. We're just talking, and telling stories, and creating journals, and just having a good old time. Somebody needs to break out the popcorn, please.
What Jovi is saying is I'm a blabbermouth today. I took my
I love it.
medication.
I love it. It's fantastic. We're all here for it,
It's
right?
great.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Of course, this is what I do on my channel anyway. I just talk whatever comes to mind. I'm like, here you go.
Yeah. Do you
Blab.
ever feel like creating but not talking? Do you ever feel like just having a quiet moment? And if so, how what do you do with that? Cuz I know what I do with it, but I want to know what you do with that.
What I do with it, I
Yeah,
turn
if
off
you're
my
like you want to
camera.
create but you don't want to be blabbing the whole time,
I turn off my camera.
you do and you just create and you
I
don't
do.
record.
Yep.
Okay.
I have times
Okay.
when I want to create and I don't want to talk to nobody.
Yep.
And that's my time. That's my
Yes.
mental health. That's
Yes.
important. And sometimes we have to turn off the camera. I
You're
know
right.
that I share a lot, but I don't think that I overshare about my life.
Right.
I don't think.
I don't think you do. I don't think I've come across anything that I was like, "Oh, snap, girl."
Yeah, no. I try to be really careful what I share, because we have to realize it's a public domain. Anybody can get this information. A couple
Right.
times Michelle's called me out and said, don't say that anymore. I'm like, oh, okay, you've got a point.
Okay.
Um, but
Sure. Yep, yep, yep. Yep.
that just leaves, my stuff. and that's what I should be talking about if I'm going to talk, and
Right.
experiences or feelings or whatever. But I try
Mm-hmm.
really hard to be mindful what I say and how I approach it.
Right. Right.
But
Yeah,
if I
that's
don't want to
good.
talk, I turn off the camera, and that's my own time.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sometimes if I don't
I
put up a
either will,
video.
like you, I'll turn off the camera, or sometimes I'll record, I won't talk, and then I'll just voice over later. If it's like this is really something I'm going to want to do, I'm going to want to share, then I'll just go ahead and turn off the camera, and then I'll just voice over later on when I feel like I want to talk. I'll hold it for a couple of days and then I'll go over it and just voice it over. So that's kind of what I do.
Well, lucky for you guys, I haven't figured out how to voice over yet.
Oh.
I know there's a button and everything, but I've just never used it. So
Now I record on an actual camera, not my phone. I do my lives on my
gotcha.
phone, but I record on an actual camera. So did I do hold on, I'm having a something's wrong with my brain. Here we go. So I that's why I can voice over. So I take it from my camera, I take my little SD card, I pop that into my computer, I download that into my editing program, and that's where I can voice over. I don't know how people do that if they have a phone. No idea. Oh, we have Bree here. Hi, Bree. What we're making? We are making handmade journals, and mine, I used a cover that I found on clearance. So that's what that is. And then mine is a farmhouse theme and kind of like a home sweet home farmhouse theme. And Tanya, tell her about yours. Oh, Tanya's frozen. Hold on, guys. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me. And Tanya, if you can hear me, hang tight. You might just be buffering. Yeah, you're completely frozen. We'll give you a minute though, okay? Oh, you know what you can do, Tanya? You can go out and then log back in on the link. I think you can do that if you need to. But okay, so Cindy can hear me. Okay, Bree can hear. Okay, very good. We'll give Tanya just a minute, and I'm going to look at my phone real quick and see. Okay, there's not anybody trying to get in, so we'll just give her a second. She might be having some, Wi-Fi issues or something. So anyway, I'm going to create a tag using, or let's see, hold on. This could go in here, but I don't know if I like the green. Let me know if you guys like that combo, or if I should take this and perhaps add a scrap. Ooh, that looks nice. Maybe we add that. Yeah, let's do that. I think that looks pretty. Then that tag will be done. Okay, so Tanya says she's trying to come back on the iPad. Her phone shut off. Okay, I will keep an eye on my phone to see if the link pops up. I wonder how I would do that. Try the link, Tanya, and I'll keep an eye on my phone while I'm cutting this paper. The pinks, yes? Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's gonna look pretty on there. I'm keeping an eye, Tanya. Oh, I'm adding her right now, guys. Here we go. Add. There we go. She should be popping back in just any second now. Yay! Hi, girl.
Yeah. I don't know how to tilt it down so you can see what I'm making, so I guess I'll just have to show you.
Okay, so guys, hang tight. Tanya's back in, but I can see that the screen hasn't split yet on my computer. So it will, though. There she is.
Yeah, me and my old self. My whole self. Sorry.
Hey, Cindy, have a wonderful Easter weekend. Have fun with those kids. And thank you. I'm so glad you could join us too. I'm probably going to be wrapping it up soon. My head's starting to get fried.
She's like, Tanya, too much talking.
No.
I got a headache.
My body starts to tell me when I've hit an hour and a half to 2 hours, and it's like, okay.
I hear that.
You know. So I'm gonna do this tag and we'll craft for a few more. Oh, I forgot to, oh geez, hold on. Not paying attention and I didn't round this corner here. I really don't want to put that in my corner rounder. I'll just try to do it with my scissors.
I wonder if I can see my chat from here. All messages are visible. Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I think it goes away if I don't do anything with it. Yeah,
Sometimes oops.
my phone went completely dead, so.
It did. See, I plug mine in before I do a live.
Yeah,
So my
see, I had mine charged. It was fully charged, but oh, Eve, thank you for joining us. Happy Easter.
Is Eve leaving?
Yeah,
Oh,
Eve's
yes.
going out.
Thank you for coming, Eve. Appreciate it. Oh, and Smiling Turtle's going to go too. All right.
All
Well, thank
right.
you so much. We appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
So glad you came over to spend time with us on this wonderful Friday. Have a happy Easter, everybody.
Shoot, I've got almost my whole cover done now, so that's
That's
amazing.
amazing.
It goes so much faster when you chat, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It really does. Yes. Oh, this is cute. I have this perfect piece of these drawers that I can use somewhere. Maybe I'll do I'll do this little side pocket over here, and then I'll tuck this little guy in there. That's what
Super
I'll do.
cute.
That'll be cute. Yeah.
All right, what did I do with that book tape? See, you guys, now you get to see me looking for stuff. How embarrassing.
So what's going on with your phone? Oh, it's your iPad.
It's dead. Yeah, I'm on my iPad now because my phone went dead.
Yes, yes.
So I don't know. I don't have anything that can hold my iPad. It's not. I don't have
Right.
anything strong enough to hold that up. So
Exactly. Yeah. No,
I can't
that's
really point it down. But
right. I get it. I get it totally.
and I don't know where that tape went. Well, I guess it wasn't to be.
It's around somewhere. It's underneath something. Did you
For
find it?
sure.
Yeah, you
Sure.
know
And
it's underneath something.
I just had it.
Oh my gosh. When you went to go get your iPad, is that when maybe you know, you lost it?
You'd think so, but I had my iPad on. That's how I've been reading the comments.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's been sitting here already, and I didn't get up and go anywhere. But things just kind of find their way,
They do indeed.
and so it just wasn't meant to be.
Yes, I guess that's true. So I got these. I've almost used my entire kit. This is amazing. Like I'm just stoked about this.
It
So
looks
I have
really cute.
these two pieces left, which I'll find a spot for those. And then I've got this tag, and then I have this. So let's turn this into a tag. And I have this. This is all I have left. This is great.
That's
I'm going to put this
amazing.
right down here in the black and white check. I'll put our basket, but I'm going to ink it first. Where's my paint? Here we go. I'm going to ink it with a little bit of pink just to give it a little springy color here. Very nice. Yeah, this is great. This is absolutely amazing.
I have my cover complete.
You do?
I'll hold it up for you in just
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're gonna like this.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. Yeah.
Well, I don't have it complete because I still want to put some decorative stuff on the front.
Okay.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, Gardens is leaving. Bye, Gardens.
Bye.
Did I already know that? Anyways, bye. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. All right, let me turn this into a tag.
I kind of made a boo-boo.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Well, I put a little internal spine on here.
Yeah.
And I made it just a little bit too wide. I'm going to try to stretch it.
Ah, okay. I've done that once before, and it's so frustrating.
I think, and I forgot to sew in the ribbon to enclose it. So I'm going to have to come up with another option. Okay. Here's the front.
Okay, delay. I'm waiting on the front.
I got the delay.
Okay, hold on.
I don't have a delay because I'm seeing what I'm doing right now.
You can see what you're doing, but we can't. There's still a delay.
That's right. So I've got the cover up
there. It is. Okay.
And I'm still going to put some flowers and things down here.
Oh, yeah.
And then I've got the spine.
So pretty. I love it. Hold on. I haven't seen the spine yet.
That's all right.
Man, that's gorgeous. Loving it. That was great teamwork getting that.
Yeah, it was. And then this is the inside.
Okay, I'm just now seeing the spine. Ah, it's beautiful. I love it.
I'm not super happy about this. This is where I wanted to put that book tape.
Okay, hold on. That's on the inside. We're not there yet. I think you're okay. There we go.
So the gap in here.
Okay, so you wanted to put well, now hold on a second. Why can't you put the book you're talking about like a tie? Oh, I see right there.
No, the tape for the spine.
Got you.
I wanted to cover this part, but I think it's okay because it's a junk journal.
Yes. Yes. And you know what you could
okay.
do? You know what you could do is so I'm looking at the spine and I'm looking at those brown or dark red, it's either dark red, brown, maroon, whatever that is.
Yep.
But you could take lace or trim and put it on like outside of it just to sort of jazz it up a bit, and that might work.
Absolutely. I love that idea.
Okay, I'm cutting one of the tags from the Cartabella kit, and I'm going to put that on top of one of the tags from my kit, and that'll be nice, and it's pretty with this pink gingham. Gosh, I love gingham. Any color gingham, I love it. All right, let's see how that's going to do.
Okay, I'm thinking about introducing another color.
Okay.
So I need your opinion here.
Okay.
What if I do this?
Hold on, still a delay.
It's a little bit of a peachy color, but it kind of picks up some of the peachy color in the beaded trim on the spine. And when the pages are glued in there or sewn in there, it's not going to show as brightly.
Are you going to have neutrally looking pages, some neutrally looking pages?
Absolutely.
Then if you are, then I think you're good with that.
Okay.
Yeah. If your pages are going to be more white, you might not want to, but if you've got some neutrals coming in, I think you're good to go.
Yeah, I know. No white. No white here.
That's a very pretty lace right there.
Thank you. I think that's what we'll do then.
Nice.
I think that brings in some of the femininity too.
For sure. And it really coordinates nice with the picture that's on the outside too.
Yeah,
that's got a lot of browns and, well, I shouldn't say browns, but creams.
Yeah, it's a cream with almost a peach tone to it.
Love that. Really pretty. Really pretty.
All right. Well, that's what we're going to do. Let's see. How can I get this glued on here effectively? My watery Mod Podge. I don't know how this got watered down so much.
Did you leave it in the sun near your window?
No, ma'am.
Okay, because condensation, I've done that to my stickles. And I'm like, what in the world? And then I'm like, oh, the sun's making them condensate. So it's kind of crazy.
No, it's really old, and I actually put other PVA glue in there with it just to get rid of it. And I think that I probably had a bowl of water at some point and just dumped the rest of it in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm it's just not taking care of it kind of a thing. But that being said, I still have some of this school tacky glue, and I can make it thicker by using the rest of this in there. Because we use what we have. Yes, exactly. Now, if this was barely arts glue, I would not be dumping it into my Mod Podge. But what is it? Aleene's? I don't mind. Yeah, and I'll tell you, I use Aleene's a lot. Like, that's my go-to glue. Is it? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've never even tried Barely Arts glue. I just love the Aleene's, so I never even bothered to try anything else. You should try the Barely Arts. Really? Okay, so when I found Barely Arts, I didn't use any glue after that. I loved it that much. Wow. Now somebody gave me this Aleene's, and I'm grateful. I am grateful. Sure. I was grateful for free supplies. Right. So I'm not bad mouthing. I'm just saying that in comparison, the Aleene's, it warps your paper. Really? It doesn't warp my paper. Yeah, well, you're probably using a very little, but even when I used it earlier, it warped my paper. So interesting. I do not overuse my glue. That is true. I learned that a long time ago. Overusing the glue is not good. It's not good. It's not. But the Barely Arts, it doesn't take much either, and I've never had issues. And you can't see the Barely Arts on vellum. Nice. Oh, that's nice. Definitely. Yeah. Oops. and it cleans up easy. It
Okay.
sticks quicker than the
Right.
aliens. You might actually really like it.
I'll have to maybe try it. I heard it's really expensive though.
It can be, but if you order it directly from Barely Arts, you'll find it cheaper. Don't get it off of Amazon, get it off of Barely Arts. Or
Just go straight to the website. Okay.
compare their prices because sometimes they're the same, but a lot of times it's cheaper on the website.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I really, really love it. I am not
Awesome.
sponsored,
Okay.
but wouldn't mind.
Try it out. Yeah. Okay, so I found a spot for one of these little guys here. I put it here on this piece of paper. So now I need to find the spot for this one that says, home is our happy place. But I need to trim it a hair, maybe just ink it. I need to ink it. Let me find some ink here. Then we'll find a spot for that. It's so satisfying to use up 100% of a kit. It's just, oh, it feels so good.
Doesn't it?
Because it means no scraps, baby, no scraps.
I'm all about the no scraps.
You know, I'm hosting Masterboard Mayhem. And so, open collab. If anybody wants to join in, make your masterboards, but it is keeping my scraps to zip. And I'm loving it. It's great.
That
All right,
is.
let's find a spot for this. So, this could go up here on this. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Look.
Oh,
Right
it
there.
is perfect. The colors balance each other out and everything. I really like it.
Let's go for it.
I think other than making your own homemade paper, I think masterboards is the next best thing to use up all those scraps.
Agreed. Yeah, for sure. Yes.
I can't wait. We're gonna make our own paper, Jovi.
Oh my gosh, I'm almost peeing my pants right now just thinking about it.
No scraps, no scraps, no scraps.
It's funny.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it is gonna be great. We'll have to do our collab after I get back from my trip. I'm going on a trip in May, going up to Georgia, see my nephew graduate. But after that, we can plan it now.
Oh, for sure.
Get our supplies and everything. And
I'm gonna practice first.
And that's a good idea. I'm the person, I never practice. I just jump right in.
I usually just, we're both like that.
And I'm the hot mess express, but whatever, man.
It's like, yeah, I'll just go with it.
Yeah, I do. It's funny.
If I can't find it, it wasn't meant to be.
Yes. So I need to find a spot for this tag, but let me ink the edge. And the reason, I'm not a big inker, but I do ink when it's necessary. And it is necessary because you'll see there's a little brown edge on some of this, but not all the way around. So we're just going to make our brown edge go all the way around. But that brown is lame. Let me get a different, that must be low on ink or something. Let me step it up a notch with this black one. See. Oh yeah, that's going to show up a little bit better. I did buy some new daubers at Hobby Lobby yesterday because mine are getting flaky. Have you ever noticed your daubers getting flaky? I didn't know they would do that. Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I have.
I didn't even know that they would even do that, but I guess they do. See, that flaked all over my sheet. There we go. Get that off of there.
Yeah, the sponge is just disintegrating, isn't it?
That's what's happening. Yeah. So I need to I'm just going to dump this sponge in the trash right now because I don't want to deal with that anymore. I don't need it flaking all over the place. Okay. We need to find a spot for this. So let's flip through our gorgeous journal. Yes, I am calling it gorgeous.
It is.
And thank you. I love it. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Now I will go through and add details later. I think like maybe some trims and things like that. But I kind of like the clean. It looks clean, and I do like that. Maybe a paper clip on this page. Let me know. Peek at that. Make sure I'm on camera. Yeah. Let me grab my decorated paper clips and see what I've got in my stash.
I think that's a good page for it. The colors work well together.
Thank you. Yeah, it's all the same sort of tones of green. So
the roof and the card look really nice.
Okay, is this too much green here? Is this too St. Patrick's Day looking? Let me see what else I have.
Yeah, I think it's a little green.
A little too much. Okay. But here, let's just dump them out. Okay. Let's see what we have. Let's have a look. I'm just
Oh,
gonna put a.
I
Go
had an
ahead.
idea for the craft fair I'm gonna be in soon.
Yeah.
I was thinking about, because I have so many buttons and beads, about taking like a jar of buttons and taking little baggies and letting people fill up the baggies with their own buttons out of the jar
That's a great idea.
for like 50 cents or something.
Yep, that's a great idea.
And that would help me get rid of some. And
Mm-hmm. I
you know,
like it.
you can't go to the store and get your own number of beads. You have to buy the whole package. What if
I
I could
know, and
the whole
they're not
package?
cheap.
No.
Not cheap
So
at all.
I'm gonna be the Michaels is putting on a crafter vendor fair thing event in store.
Okay.
And
They
so
are?
because I'm on Maker's Place, yeah, there's 3 of them. They actually invited me to apply,
Oh my
and
gosh.
so I'm gonna be in store, at one of our local stores here on the 18th
That's so
for,
exciting.
I think it's for 4 hours, and I can sell my stuff.
Oh my gosh.
And
I
I
wonder if
don't
my
know,
local store does that. I need to find out.
I think it's a company-wide thing.
Really?
Yeah, so, the first one is that May. There's one in May, June, and July. So, you have to be on Maker Place, their kinda their Etsy platform, Etsy
Okay.
type platform,
Okay.
to qualify, and then you have to apply, and then they say, "Oh, yeah, you get to be at this store at this time," and you pay $10 and you're in.
Wow.
And I was like, "Even if I don't sell a darn thing,
Yeah.
I can meet some people from my community who
Yes.
might be interested in YouTube tutorials, or maybe they can give
Yep.
me some feedback on things I can do better, or,
Yeah.
you know,
I love it. I think
I
that's
thought it would be great."
fantastic. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with this nice, big, really pretty rose gold clip. I was going to try to use the spoon one or the whatever, silverware one, but I feel like it's a little bit loose.
Oh,
Although
yeah.
I do love it. It's so awesome.
Where
So
did
I'm
you
going
get that?
I think somebody gave it to me. I either thrifted it or somebody sent it to me, but isn't it just
It
fantastic?
really is. That looks like something Caramia would have given you. Or,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I can't remember. I feel so bad that I can't remember where I got it, but it's really a cool piece. I love it.
it's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Okay, guys, I'm gonna flip through this thing so y'all can see it. Let me make sure I'm in frame here. Okay, so we start with our first pocket with a tag in it, our second little pocket with a tag, and our third little pocket with a tag. I'm going to pop these back in. And I like that you can see the word blessed right through the window there. I think that's cute. Then we have some stationery. Well, this is my printable kit called Farmhouse. So we've got that in the front pocket there. And then we start flipping through the pages. So we have, now I might go through and put some little trims here and there, but I do kind of like the clean look of this.
I do too.
Do you like the clean look? Okay.
Really do.
We have this here because there's enough busyness on the tags and all that. So,
Mhm.
I might add like a tab or something to the top basically, but I probably won't do a ton of stuff to it just because it's pretty the way it is.
It really is.
Thank you. It came together so nicely. This is probably the quickest I've ever put a journal together, I have to say. So the belly band could use a little embellishment right there in the center, so I'll find something for that. But not a whole lot needs to be done here. So this one, you guys saw this already. This can be removed, and then this is so light you can write on that or add a photo or however you choose to use this. I will list this in my Etsy shop once I'm done with it. Oh, this is super pretty and it's so light. Both sides can be written on. I really like that. I think that's so cute. Okay, I didn't do anything to these pages. Tanya, thoughts? Now, this can be written on or whatever. That's light enough. Don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
Thoughts on this? Do I leave it as is or do I add like a little piece of paper that can be written on or do I make a pocket? What are your thoughts on that?
If I was doing it, I would clip a solid piece of paper that could be written on, maybe folded or folded over the edge or something, just to
Mm-hmm.
add a journaling spot, but maybe make it removable so somebody can move it if they wanted to.
I like that. I like the clipping it. Okay, let me grab a piece of coffee dyed paper. Let's see here. I can hear your parakeets. They're your parakeets, right? I have parakeets too.
I know you do. How many do you have? You have 3, 2,
I have 2.
2. They get so noisy, don't they?
Oh, they do. They make such a racket. They're so funny.
I saw this meme online one day, and it was about parakeets and says, "Oh, you're trying to watch this movie? Let me sing the song of my people." I was like, "This is so accurate."
That is so accurate. Oh, yeah. If they're in the house, because they're on the back porch right now, but if they're in the house and I'm on live or doing a video, they make such a dang racket. And I'm like, oh, because they want to compete with me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys.
Yeah. Well, I have 6.
Oh gosh, that's a
Yeah,
real racket.
I didn't intend to have 6, but I got 4 because my cage was so big after I had 2. I was like, I could put 2 more in there
Right, right.
and really
Okay.
enjoy them. I mean,
Yeah.
and then I had some customers at the store that so they had some parakeets they wanted to surrender. They're 4 years old, brother and
Aw.
sister. They've had them forever, but
Oh,
they've
yeah.
allowed and encouraged them to mate.
Oh,
So the
wow.
female has been egg bound several times, and the vet
Oh.
said split them up.
Wow.
Well, you know how parakeets are when they bond, they bond.
Yep.
So here's the problem. If they're in the same cage, they're going to continue to mate.
Yes.
And she's going to continue to be egg bound and she's going to die.
Yes.
Or we can try to split them up because she's already
Mhm.
got damage to her reproductive parts. You can
Yikes.
see that there's damage there.
Okay.
Um or I can try to split them into separate cages and hope for the best, right?
Yep.
So that's what I did. I got a flight cage with a divider in between and
Good.
put their perches so that they can still be close to each other,
Yep.
but and they can even, they climb on the bars and everything, so they can touch
Yeah.
each other and stuff. They just can't.
Okay.
They can't.
Right.
They can't.
Yes.
They can't do the thing.
Right.
So
Right.
they're perfectly happy, and I've got them right
Good.
next to the other cage with the other 4 because I can't mix them because I already have a female in the other one. I have a female and 3 males.
Oh,
So if I
wow.
put that female in there, either she'll fight with the female or she's going to mate with one of the other males,
Yep.
and we can't have that. So
No.
I just kind of left it, but they're real close to each other, so all 6 are within a few feet of each other. So it's working out pretty well, and being that they're already 4 years old, they're halfway through their life already.
Yes, that's right.
But they're
Yes.
sweet babies. I love them. I love having them here.
Aw.
So
They're
what's
very entertaining.
they are. They are. I
So
need to take
funny.
mine out more often, but I've got the 2 cats in here too that I have to be careful about.
Oh, well, I don't have cats, so I can let mine fly. I let them fly, and they're so funny. And but I've trained them to go back on their own, so I don't have to worry about it. And that's great. I love being able to let them do that. I need to put something here. I have this little tiny tuck, so we need to put something there. So I'm going to find a little tag.
You need a faux family photo.
Yeah, yeah. I need it. I do. I do. Oh, it's funny.
I have such a hard time sending off my photos, my faux family photos and my journals.
Oh gosh, yes.
It's so funny. You'll see me flipping through them and thinking about it. It's like, oh, do I get rid of this one this time?
Right. I totally get that.
I'm like,
I
I can't
totally
keep
get
them
that.
all.
Right. I know. I know.
I
I
bought them
totally
to
get it.
share.
Yep. Okay, so I just popped this little one in here. It's perfect. It's a perfect fit, perfect size, perfect colors.
For sure.
Then we have this guy that goes here. And then I have this pocket here. I'm moving this back and forth so you guys can see each page. This one has the chandelier, which I love. Love
Mhm.
that so much. And this one says believe. Nice little side tuck spot there. Farmhouse. Let's see, I'm gonna make sure you guys can see it. And there's this side. Love this pink tag. It's so cute. And then this is, I'm just leaving this plain because it can be written on. So that's nice. Oh, I do need to there's a little bit of white showing, so I'm gonna do a little inking. Whoops. Guess I need to go find my new ink thingy bobbies. Let me see what I have handy. Okay, I'll just use this little guy for now. What do we need? Pink? No, we need something darker than that. Oh, that's working just fine. I think this came in like a little paintbrush set that I had. And yeah, that's working out just great.
I think they have those at Dollar Tree.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Yeah, I think mine came in a set. I'm not sure though. I mean, sometimes I just end up with things from my kids and stuff, you know? Now that they're adults, not so much, but like when they were young, it was like we had like everything so they could just
Heck
do
yeah.
assignments for school or whatever, you know? So this one, let me make sure. Okay, this one is the belly band tag. So that comes out like that. And then this slides in here. Let me make sure that's going to tuck. Did you guys see it drop? It dropped out of there. So I'm going to do what I like to do when that happens is I like to do a little thing, a little tab right down here to sort of hold it in place. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't like to have my tags flying around all over the place.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah. That's funny. I was out somewhere the other day. No, it was like 2 weeks ago. I was out and somebody said something and I laughed. And this total stranger goes, "Wow, you're loud." And I was like, "Wow, up yours." I didn't say that, but I wanted to.
I might have.
I was like, "You know what? Don't steal my joy. You
How
know, get out of
rude.
here."
How rude.
How rude. That's right.
Who says stuff like
I
that?
know. Like, man, you got problems.
You got problems if you think that you've got to be offensive to a stranger. I mean, come
Right.
on.
Who's clearly having a nice time and laughing.
Right?
I
Like,
mean,
who are you hurting? Nobody?
right, exactly. Like, sorry you're miserable, but,
Yeah.
take it somewhere else.
You must be a lot of fun at parties, dude.
Okay, somebody's asking questions. Hold on a
Oh,
sec.
sorry, guys.
No, it's good. Let's see. Oh, Eve left. Bye, Eve. If we missed you, we're so sorry.
Oh, no.
So bye. And she was letting the dogs in. And then Juliet's here. So hi, Juliet. Thank you for coming in. Many blessings to you as well. And then we have, oh, thank you. Somebody likes the journal, I believe. And then my Etsy shop in my bio. Yes. It should be. Do let me know if there's any issue with that. And I think we're caught up. I think so. Although it had been a while since I had looked at
We're getting carried away, guys.
We
Sorry.
are. We're crazy. What's going on over here?
Too much fun going on over here.
Too much
Oh,
fun. Too
guess
much
what
fun.
I found?
Oh, you found that thing you were looking for.
The tape.
Of course. Of
It
course
was
you
under
did.
the basket of ribbon.
Oh gosh. I knew it was under something. I knew it was under something.
Well, that's how I roll.
I know. So there's this. We're almost to the last. And then back here we have this nice big piece from the kit. All I did was I took printed out an 8.5 by 11, and then I took my corner rounder and just rounded the corners. Well, I cut it in half, and then I rounded the corners, and voila, there we go. Big and beautiful. I'm so pleased with this journal. I can't even tell you. I
It
mean, look
looks
at
great.
this. Thank
Looks
you.
great.
And it's not a gator mouth, like there's actually room for a little expansion. There's a little spot here for a pen or pencil or paintbrush, whatever. I'm so excited. This has been wonderful. All right, with that, I think I'm going to wrap it up, you guys. This has been so much fun.
It is. It has so much fun. We should do it again.
Yes, for sure. Yes. Email me about the other thing. Yes, I have to do something about paper, handmade paper.
I'll
So
send you the
email me
link.
about that, and then let's get it on the calendar to go
For
live again.
sure.
That'd be a lot of fun. A lot of
I
fun.
think so too. And I think that I mean, why not? I don't see anybody else doing it. Let's have some fun with it.
Having some fun. Heck yeah.
And
So
I've got mine sort of gone ready. So this
okay.
is the inside that I got started. These are going to be sewn around, so I haven't glued them down.
Okay.
So I've got one front and back. I'm not sure I like it. it's not going to matter because it's going to have paper. It's going to have pages in it. It's fine.
Okay.
So this is the front,
Okay.
spine, and back.
Oh, very nice. Oh, I see a pocket there. Now you're showing off pockets. Oh,
Yes,
that's
I've
the,
got one
yes.
pocket for each, the front and the back.
Nice.
And that's the paper that was underneath the little girl.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
So I tied it
Beautiful.
into the inside a little bit.
Love it. Oh, hi, Billy. Oh my gosh, Billy, we're getting ready to leave.
Hi, Billy.
But Billy, I'll show you this journal I just made on this live. So, well, hold on. You finish first, Tanya. I don't want
I'm done. Go ahead. Go
Are you
ahead.
sure? Okay. All right. So I'll show Billy. So I had bought this on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and it's got this nice little snap. So you open it up, and it's a ring bound. So I printed out my printable kit, and I put holes in it, and I stuffed these already pockets. I stuffed those with tags from my kit and some paper. And then I'll do quick flip through because everybody here has already seen this. So they can always go if they want to, though. But I just want to show you real quick since you caught us. This is like my favorite tag in the whole thing. I love it so much. So cute. So lots of tags. I think a pretty good amount of writing space because you could come in here and put paper over top of the busy paper if you wanted. I do want to put a little something right there. But I'm going to list this to my shop. Nice tag held in by a paper clip. Tanya, did you see the Eco Dye piece of paper that I popped in here?
Is that one?
It's this one. I'm going to open up this Eco Dye paper. I made this with my some roses from my rose bush. You can see the leaves in it and some of the petals. It's kind of faint, but I like it. Some Eco Dyes are a little too intense for my taste, actually. And so I didn't mind the way that turned out.
You did that one Eco Dye kit. I love that kit. I still use it.
My rose one?
Yes.
Yeah, I have that listed to the, that's an original piece from that Eco Dye. Yes.
I love that kit.
I've been hoarding the originals for a while now.
I have mine too that I did.
But I'm like, I can't hoard everything. It's like, I got to let it go, you know? So.
I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. And especially if we're going to move, and we are definitely planning on that, I got to use what I have in my stash, you know?
Sadly, huh?
I know. Yes.
No more hoarding it.
I know. That's exactly right. I am speeding through this flip through. Speedy flip through. But I love it. I love the way this came together. Really pleased. Yeah, this ring bound. I love this ring bound notebook. This is great. And then a big pocket in the back. And then a nice spot for a pen or a pencil or whatever. So there it is. Crafting Whimsy, yay! Thank you so much. We appreciate you spending time with us.
Absolutely.
You're scrounging around in your kitchen.
And putting up with all my stories.
We loved your stories. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate that, girl. And Billy actually won one of my handmade journals a few years ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I sent it off to her, and then she did more to it, and it was just like so opulent and gorgeous. So
I love that.
Thank you. Thank you, Juliet and Maggie. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us. So did you get done what you wanted to get done?
I did. I mean, I was only planning to work on my cover.
Okay.
And so I don't know if Billy saw it, but I got my cover done. And that, well, mostly anyway. I got to do some sewing on these pockets, so I have to hold them in place until they're sewed.
Okay.
But I think it's coming along. I think I'm going to put a lot of the vintage book pages and music pages and different brochures and different things in here and just make it a very shabby chic kind of thing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see more of it. It's just gorgeous. Me too. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Thank you, Billy.
Love it. All right, you guys, happy Easter and have a wonderful weekend. Appreciate you guys. All right, I'm going to hit the off button. You okay with that, Tanya?
That's great. You guys have a wonderful Easter. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Love y'all.
Love you. Bye.